hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's had a lovely day or is going to have a lovely day, evening, afternoon, good night. Yum, yum, yum. I'm eating a little something. I have decently planned. This is gonna be between a 3 or 4 hour stream, depending on how long. But yeah, as you can see, we have lovely music playing. It comes from the game Reverse 1999, and there's reason for that. There's reason for that because it relates to stuff. I don't do a lot of reactions. I'm not entirely the fan of reaction content, but I thought this would be fun because of Reverse 1999. Now you may be asking, streamer, what does this mean? Well, I thought what would be fun to do today would to do some of the dailies. Oh, wait, hold up. I should try to I should try to put that in the middle more. I should try to put that in the middle. Oh, I opened my Discord way too big. 20. Oh yes. What's it called? Because what is today's reactions have to do with this? Let me change the game to Reverse 1999. Yes, you're welcoming myself. What is today's reactions have to do with this? Well, the main reason our reactions have to do is this that we're about to see on the screen. This is Angel. Is he praying? If it isn't obvious, rest in peace. If it isn't obvious, what's the new news? Secret of Assassins. Oh, Cassandra. Okay. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. There's an Assassin's Creed event going on currently. I really want more of his like portraits and stuff. But part of the reason I started playing this, outside of the fact that I'm like, oh, I could play it on is because I was very excited when he was announced and stuff like that. Because I'm like, oh, I really wanted him and stuff. And so I'm very happy that I get to have him. That I pulled for him. I'm also very close to getting him at, I think, what is P1. Very cute character. I'll show off my characters in a second. But, what's it called? I'll delete red because there's something important there. This daily task. I know nothing about Assassin's Creed. If it wasn't obvious, I was just very excited because I just really want him, and I want more of his stuff and all this other stuff. More of his things. Oh, also his skin. How do I get your skin? Oh, I haven't done this. According to X, the messengers have come to carry out Borgia's conspiracy, and 1503 florins in total. Catch one and we'll crush their schemes and have enough to buy ourselves a brand new Apple III. Get ready, mate. Let's chase them down with our red. Aye, Captain. Though, I really wonder which one we are after. When you feel you've lost your way, remember to look up. The birds will show your way. I think I'll go with this one. I didn't know what this is. But if it wasn't clear by this, really, or even this, they're doing an event currently with Assassin's Creed. Little old me knows nothing about Assassin's Creed. So what does our reaction then have to do with this? I found some videos that we can debate in a sec on the Assassin's Creed timeline. starting from like the very beginning, which I tried to look for the most recent. The most recent stuff is from about 4 months ago, so August, which is around I think April or May. And I googled it up because there was an Assassin's Creed game that came out in March, I believe. So it took me a while to find something that is, I don't really play this on big mode. Ooh. More recent. So they have a storyline here that I need to finish. It's just really hard. I didn't know that was this. I was missing out on this. Okay, let's do this. Medium sword. I think I need blue. No. This is good against that. I think it's this one. Streets, fortress. You can see I've been doing this for a while. Next round, short blade. We need medium sword. We're on the streets, marketplace. Skip, because I know I won. Let's see, claim that. Claim this. So I don't really plan on doing the story. I just plan to do some of the daily activities. And then also expand on some of my current characters. These top ones are just some of my favorites. So we have Dyke, a 5-star. And Joe, obviously, a 6-star.
Good day,
5-star tenant. I love her so much. I can't wait to get to her to Insight 2 because I really like the skin that she has. I just think it fits her very well. Zima is, I think, how my friend told me how to pronounce it. Oh, load. I think the skin is very cute as well. So you get a free skin when you level them up to Insight 2, which isn't that hard to do.
I know how to make a new
August,
like
August probably, but I call them August.
Are you here to
Apple,
confirm
my beloved. Eagle! She's already at Insight 2. She's very cute.
Oh.
But yeah, I have a lot of characters. 6-star wise, I have Enjo, I have Marcus here, Centuron, and then, yeah, that's about it. I have the 2-star Door. I have a lot of 3-stars, and then 5 stars, Kanjia, Ula, Matilda, Brimley, Sonetto. I don't like Sonetto, so I try to avoid her as much as possible. I just don't have that many good mineral-related stuff. Blondie is another 5-star tenant of Gisk and Dyke, and then 4 stars. Zima, Apple, TTT, Eagle, Pavia, Monchlich, Cristalio, Mesmer Jr., Poltergeist, Nick, Bottom, Eric, Miss Mozane, who's one of my newer ones, and Rabies. Rabies. It's probably supposed to be Rabies.
Hello.
I actually don't know what your skin looks like. Oh, that's cute. It adds like more flowers. Oh, I would have loved to get this. What sucks is that a lot of these skins I currently can't get anymore. Because they're not available. I think it's the bank. So there's a lot that I want to get. Subscription. The jukebox. Mount Olympus. This is what I think is really cool. I like some of these. And then there's a lot of like different promos that they're doing, especially for the current thing. So like here, I want to get this really badly. I also kind of want this. So they're really cool. Oh, this is cool. I like to get this. How do I get these? Can I get these naturally or do I have to buy them? It doesn't tell me. Sold out. I got these already. But I want to get a lot of these stuff, but I have to wait for money to come through. Can I buy all 9? Max. I can only buy 7. I'll buy them. Treble. I don't... Oh, I do have the treble. I can only buy 1. Oh wait, I can save up. I don't know who this character is. I have you. Who's this character? Oh, she's so cute! I'll save up this one to get her then. through summon and weekly tasks. I can get 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear any stage 80, defeat 200 enemies, which I'm close by. Story stage, analysis, and then story boss. Well, sometimes there are materials. What insight is he at? He's at insight 2. Is this what insight 3 looks like? Yeah. So I need to level him up more. My issue is I don't have a lot of candy materials, which sucks. So it's I'm not expecting this to be like that long of a grind, you know. I don't, you know, cuz it's like I don't I don't know how to get more and stuff like that. Which sucks, but yeah. So yeah, enjoy. I really like you. I found you! What are you doing in the painting? And then, it's not here. Hello!
The old can cause in Firenze. I often roam the streets and climb the...
Track with character and shoot case. Clear any stage. How do I look? It's here. I think this is cool. Where's my scrapbook? Yes. We'll see if I can pull this one. So this would change, which I think is cool. But yeah. I think this is very cool. Date of departure, days journeyed. Can I only have... Oh no, I can only have 4, okay. What is this? Yeah, Echoes of Dust. But I really want this one, because look how pretty this is. And it fits him. I was really happy to get him. Actually, I'm 2 away, I think, from getting him. Yeah, 1 away! Okay, let me see. Do we have any way... Well, this one gives me 1 anyway, but I'm not gonna do this because a lot of this stuff I don't have on... I need to do the story, but I don't really want to do the story on here. I want to try to... Let's try to get this. So, clear any stage 80 times. So, let's go... Let's do this one. I only have this one unlocked. And what's fun about this is that this is also just how powerful my Enjo is. He is at Insight 2, to be fair. This was even him before any Insight. So, because she's not Insight 1, she already does stuff. So, like, he counters. And then this is crazy.
Let's call it a day. I need a deep.
That should be 9. And then this one should be 60.
Sadly, these are counterfeits.
Sadly, these are counterfeits. But yeah, I didn't really plan on playing too much.
Now, to divide the spoils.
I love you.
Or should I say...
I love you. I need to get her. Maybe I should work on leveling her up instead. I'll do this last one so I can level up Enjo.
I don't like to resort to. Sadly, these are counterfeits.
And then we'll work on trying to get her up to Insight, cause she's I think at max. Rest in peace. I'm pretty sure is what that last bit says. But like, yeah, he's crazy strong.
In my memories, it was always sunny in Monteriggioni.
What was this? Oh yeah. Dang, almost done here. Level up any character. Defeat 200 enemies. Okay. Perform analysis. Insight 1 level 20. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Hanging out day. Yeah, I'll just do this one. So we'll counter, attack, and then we'll have you do... Actually, no. We'll counter, but we'll have you attack this guy, and then... I will have to do it. Yeah, he's crazy strong. I mean, this one has to do that one anyway. Okay, so we'll... do this because I want to counter again.
Into the darkness.
And then attack.
Liberato dalla paura.
Yeah. Counter. That's fine by me. Oh, we got an attack. Let's go. So kill that one.
Non voltarti indietro.
That one because
You
we
see
killed that
it
one.
coming.
Jeez Louise! Oh no, and then she attacks and then she's dead.
Which matters more, knowledge or strength?
Yeah, that's Enjo. What do I need? Insight level 1, level 35. How? You're on Insight 2. None of these other ones are. You're at Insight 1, so maybe I'll switch you two because you don't have that much. I'll do this one instead. Okay. Okay, counter,
Wait for the right
and then
moment.
we'll attack
Into
one,
the darkness.
and then attack the other.
Wait for the right moment.
Right for the
Liberato
white
dalla
moment.
paura.
Or maybe I should have
You'll
countered in
see
the
it
beginning with
coming.
the other one. I
Non
don't know.
voltarti indietro.
Yeah, see, I didn't even use the other attack. It's crazy. Oh, I don't have any more counter. Okay. We'll attack the
Into the
boss, and then do this, and then we'll do damage to this.
You
Oh,
see
I
it
had
coming.
enough. I could have changed it. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Oh, there's my counter. Donk. So now I have counter again. Can I upgrade my counter? I can. Do I upgrade? No, I'll upgrade the counter. Counter. Counter.
Wait for the right moment.
And then
Into the
do
darkness.
this and that.
It will be over before you feel it. Addio, straniero. You see it coming.
Oh, jeez.
Non voltarti indietro. Addio, straniero.
Dang! Jeez Louise.
TV always prevails. This is the power of amusement.
This is the power of amusement. Thanks, girly pop. Okay.
In my
So I
memories,
think that's
it was always
all
coming among
daily tasks done for today. Weekly tasks. Ooh, it's 3 times. I can only do it twice. 72. Okay. Hopefully I can get a decent amount. I'll look at that in a second. How
Good day, my lord.
close are you? What do I
Would you
need?
mind visiting?
Okay, let's go do this. Oh, right. Do not. And then give me 2. Oh, I'm not very good at this one, am I? This needs the mineral team. Who's the DPS here? I think he's the DPS. No, but he can... No, she's the DPS here, so I'll give you this one. And then I'll give you guys this one, Incantation Might, Healing done. Incantation Might. And then what can I give you? So we'll do this.
We've just begun to fight.
This is where I wish... Actually, I could add Enjo in this team. So what I want to do is I want to buff her. We'll do a general buff.
Waiting for my chance.
Ranger Brimley, bringing up the rear.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
And this gives power to me. Because my other... The issue that I also currently have with this game is I just don't have a healer. I'll do that.
Yes,
That.
man.
And then that.
The bullets are loaded. Lenia sereno intenso ad infinito.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Bad rogues. Die.
Die.
Ouch!
Yeah, I think I'm dead. Yeah, because then she comes in.
It's very nice to meet you.
Hello, Cristiano. I'm sorry you're here, but you are going to die.
The bullets are
And I'll
waiting
just
for
do
my
that.
chance.
Yeah.
Moonlight shines
Bonk.
on everyone.
Honk. Yeah, I think this is where we all die. Does she not have... Let's debuff this one.
Oh, so that's it. Trying my best.
She's dead. Yeah, like I said, my current issue is I just don't have a healer. Okay, so what if I switch this? Okay, who else is on TMS? Yeah, it's just a bunch of things. So insight level 1, level 30. You're just level 30, so these two are probably gonna die anyway. But let me see if I can do this. Counter will attack this guy.
Into the darkness.
And I will do this one.
Liberato dal fratello. Non voltarti indietro. You see it coming.
Okay.
Addio,
This is
straniero.
100% better. Okay. We want to pull up the counter.
Wait for the right moment.
And then we'll just do. How about we do this? How much damage? And I don't care about that. We'll do that one too.
Liberato dalla paura.
Like, I'm fully expecting Matilda and Apple to die 100% currently.
What did you say?
What did you say? Aw, yeah, baby. Counter attack. We'll just double attack with him.
It will be over before you feel it. Non voltarti indietro.
EG.
Che la morte ti dia la pace che cercavi. Requiescat.
Oh, wait, how many turns was that? Sorry, Jet, I'm also eating. How many turns was it? 3? Okay, that's fine. We'll let this play.
I like that. It will be over before you Addio, straniero. Non voltarti in Addio, straniero. Liberato dalla paura. It will be over before you Non voltarti indietro.
Is that enough? Yes, it is. Let's go. Let's go.
In my memories, it was always sunny in Monteriggioni. Days like these remind me of the humid air.
Good day, my lord. You're too kind visiting me.
Now to see what else I need. Okay, let's go with this one. Yeah, because this is common here. Yes, yes, yes. Have I recorded? I have recorded 2 rounds. So now that I have better level characters, let me do this. Yes, yes.
Wait for the
Counter,
right moment. Into the
attack,
darkness.
and then we'll do this one.
Liberato dal fratello. You see it coming.
He'll see it coming.
Addio, straniero.
Adios,
You'll see
Junior.
it coming.
You'll see it coming. Like, that's crazy. Okay. We'll pull up more counter.
Wait for the right moment.
Actually, I lied. Can I get attack? I got counter. Okay, so we'll upgrade the counter, attack this guy, and then we'll just do this one again.
It will be over before you
Because I
feel
think
it.
this should just be the 2 rounds, and I think I'm done.
You see it coming.
I think I'm not muted. It's hard to tell.
Which matters more?
I have forgotten
Knowledge
if
or
I...
strength?
Because I'm muted to munch on stuff. I'm not muted. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Overwrite the memory. It was done in 2 rounds, but this I feel like was slightly faster. Okay. Oh no. You're kidding me. Can I even 4-star this? I can.
It will be over before you Addio, straniero. Non voltarti in You see it coming. Liberato dalla paura. Addio, straniero. Non voltarti in... Addio, straniero.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Did it give me 70? It did. Let's go! Okay.
In my memories, it was
In my
always sunny
memories,
in
it was
Monteriggioni.
always sunny. I got it. It was always sunny.
Good day, my lord.
Good
You're
day,
too
my
kind
lord.
visiting me.
So I need 2 more of these. Okay. I haven't done this one yet. Oh, it's the orange orchard. Yeah. I could put plant, but this one would be weak. I don't really think I need plant though. Time to present. Oh, I love the way they look. Moxie being contagious after an ult is cost. Moxie 1 for ultimate. All lust for killing never ends when a character defeats a target plus. Oh, that's cool.
Wait for the right moment.
Easy.
Darkness.
We'll do that one. And hope it attacks the last 2.
Liberato dal fratello.
Counter.
Addio, straniero. You'll see it coming.
You'll see it
Addio,
coming.
straniero.
Addio, straniero. Okay. I'll up
Wait,
that
wait.
and then we'll... Wait, can I get... I don't care for not having counter. Okay, I'll do this then.
Into the darkness.
And then I'll kill the boss,
right
and then we'll do this one.
Liberato dalla
'Cause I
paura.
believe the boss should die at the end of
Voltarti
this.
indietro.
Oh, no, it didn't.
Addio, straniero.
Okay, yeah.
You'll see it coming.
There we go. You'll
Addio,
see it coming.
straniero.
I don't even do his ult half the
Which
time.
matters more?
Because he just kills them.
Knowledge or strength?
Knowledge or strength? Okay. Okay. There we go.
Let me hear it! Let me hear it!
Let me hear it! This is so
Liberato dalla paura.
cute.
Addio, straniero. You'll see it coming. Non voltarti indietro. Liberato dal fratello. Addio, straniero. Non voltarti in... You'll see it... Addio, straniero.
Bruh, I only got 1? I only got
In my
1.
memories,
I need
it
like
was
2
always
more.
sunny in
No
Monteriggioni.
summons. Not right now. Tenant.
Good day, my lord.
Good
You're too
day, my
kind
lord.
visiting
I need to
me.
continue the story. It's only possible, hard, possible. It's only possible and everything? Okay. Craft in the wilderness. I can't craft it, so I'll just buy it. Oh, shoot. I have 2 of the... I have 3. Holy silver. I will deepen your insight. Now you're at insight 2 and we get to see the new skin. Ah, I love the skin!
Let us enjoy this moment.
I
This
love the
beautiful,
skin!
short, enchanted moment.
Let's go! Cause like, look how pretty! Can I look at the skin better? Oh! I can look at the promo better. Okay. Let me look at my tasks. Weekly. Yippee! I got candy, chat! We got candy! We can grind even more! Consume and defeat any story boss. Okay. Yeah. But we're also 1 away from... We're actually very small. We can't do... We can do weekly. Shard Pony. Penuma. Use tuning 30 times. What's tuning? I don't remember what tuning is off the top of my head. Is it resources? Posture, mintage, harvest, prime, analysis. I don't know what tuning is off the top of my head. I also don't know what the reflections antidote. I do want to try to get this because we're very close. We need about another 5,000. Create materials 10 times in wishing sprays. Visit any players? Cast an ultimate. I can visit. How do I do that? Oh! Can I... How do I visit your wilderness? Oh! What does my friend have? I just kind of revealed people's... Oh, this is cool! Yo, this is... This is so much cooler than mine. Oh my god. Well, I did it.
In my memories, it was always sunny in Monteriggioni.
Does that get me? Yeah, it gets me to 40. We have enough for a 10 pull. I do have this I need to do still. Oh, I don't have enough for a 10 pull. I lied. I also need to do this. But this is like, I have like a month to do this one. I want more of him. I'm guaranteed to get him at like every 100 or so, kind of. I'm one away, but I want to do a 10 pull. Is it bank? Pawn shop? Yeah, I can buy one. I only want one. And then I have 40 more. I can't get a lot of these, but I can get more stuff here if need be. Oh, that reminds me. Hold up. Let me look at your thing here. Psych cube. Can I look at here? Oh, I can engrave. Is that the most I can do? Is that like at max? Oh, how do I get these? Fragment shop? Okay. Where though? Oh, here. I can get 15. I'll do that. It was probably a big waste, but... Actually, let me go into... The warehouse is like my backpack. So we'll probably consume that in a bit, this one. Engrave, ascend. Quick load. How many of these? Okay, it works like Genshin where I can just hold 8, 9, 10, engrave. So I don't have the necessary the shard. Oh, this is just normal money. I don't have the money. Okay.
Non temette l'oscurità.
And since we have enough, should I pull on other banners? Yes. Am I going to? No. It's time for a 10 pull. Time for... And he's guaranteed. He's going to be in this pull. Because the portrait, which... if people have played games like Honkai Star Rail, or Genshin Impact, or Withering Waves, this is like getting in Genshin, I think it's a constellation. Eidolon in HSR. I don't know what they're called. But here they're called portraits. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you want him, you would technically need P6, because 1 unlocks the character, and then, you know, get 5 more. But I really, really... He's in the painting again! I just don't know what this is. This isn't my actual time, so I do wonder what this is about. I see you. I see you. I want to take a picture of this. Look at you. He's in the painting. He's he's in the painting. I'm taking screenshots. Sorry if it looks weird, chat. Okay. It is time for Enjo to technically come home. Because he's guaranteed at this point. Summon! He's not here. What?
Have you heard that story?
Have you heard the story? I'm very... Here, I'll just go through the gold ones to see if there's anything new. Because these are 5 stars. We're one... Oh, you're so cute!
Timekeeper? Is
Oh, she's so cute! Miss Timekeeper, is it? Plant. Hello, my boy. And then is this new? I was thinking these. Yeah! Okay, we can now just skip the rest. Okay, we got more. I don't mind getting more cons of him. More portraits of him. I don't care for Nick Bottom. He's just a pretty good buffer. I hate his ultimate. I gotta free Enjo. Free Enjo. Gotta free Enjo. Yeah!
Facciamo la lumbra per servire la luce. Qui, pass.
Yo! Oh my god, that's so sick. Also, that's just his normal fit. Oh god, I'm broke. I really should.
Weapons wear and rust with time, and so do men.
Okay.
Whenever I need maintenance
For
my
my weapons
or
of myself.
I
Oh
find
yeah.
my way to
Oh
the
yeah.
marble
What is it?
sword.
Leonardo da Vinci?
The man is a genius in every art and science known to man. And
Oh,
he's
that's
also a
nice.
good and
I
faithful
love how
friend.
he's saying this from the painting. I love how he's saying this from the painting. Man's be yapping. Okay, where do we need to go? Crew. We'll do all the other characters first. So, we'll start from the bottom with the 2 stars. Pioneer.
What are you looking for?
Nothing.
Hello.
What are you, Betty?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just a minute. I don't have you.
Please welcome our
Oh, I did get
mysterious
more
guest.
onion.
Oops, my bad.
Her name is written kind of like, what's it called? I love you! Sputnik, Alien T. I love you, Alien T. Look at him and his...
4869.
I don't care about you, John.
For Louisa or Louisa?
Are you here for Lisa, Louisa, or Lisa? I love how they're asking. Because, like, when
150, 100.
Sputnik. This is very cute. I don't have any more fools. Oh, you're already at max. Rabies. Okay. We got 5 stars. Snake bottom. This is your first con. Be happy.
It's good.
Not you. I have so many characters. Oh, I did get you.
Oh, it's our genius.
No, wait, what? Oh, here. Oh, does your bond increase? So I think this is just... Oh, this is story related to the character. Plastic cover, Paladin of Aeldus. I wonder where you're from. Does this say? From 1990s. An arcanist work. So she's not even human. Huh. You got... I'm very excited that he got some. I like him. He's one of my favorites. He's a very good, like, defense kind of person. Him and Eagle, I really, really like when it comes to fighting. August.
I know how to
Treat a new friend like you. I love him. He's so cute, my boy. I love his outfit. Look at him. Him and his sunflowers. I love this outfit so, so much. It's so cute. We got more of you.
Good day, my lord.
Good day,
You're too
my
kind,
too
visiting me.
kind. There we go. Oh! This is what I have for Enjo as well. Heck yeah! So, this is for Portrait 1. I haven't read any of these, so it's like, oh, I don't know what's good. I'll read his right now. The 3 tenets. When triggering an assassination in the Master Assassination status, for every 100 points of crit, technical, the attacker has more than the target, gain final damage dealt plus 10. When casting Brand of Faith, Arrow of Faith, and Edge of Faith can be cast up to 4 times. Enhanced weapon effects, 3 tenants when triggering, 100 points. Counter kill, enhanced weapon combo. Increase. Okay. So, Binding of Faith, which is his ultimate, which I rarely see actually. One enemy target can cast Arrow of Faith or Edge of Faith 4 times, then cast Death, Be Not Unkind. Arrow of Faith, deal 100 reality. If target's HP is below 50, deal an additional 50% reality. This attack counts as assassination, ignores dodge, and cannot trigger damage. Edge of Faith deals 100, above, equal or above 50, additional 50 of reality. Does not be unkind. So this does 400 reality. Inflicts 1 stack of assassin mark on target. 600, and then this is 1,000. That's crazy. Counter. Self-counter. Enjo inflicts Ice Claw on the enemies existing for 1, 2, and 3 rounds, which is obvious. I need to get him to Insight 3. The 3 tents. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Replace... How do I get you at this one? You're at this one right now, I believe. Replace Moxie with synchronization at the start of the round. If synchronization reaches 100%, cast ultimate immediately. Cannot cast ultimate in any other way. Yeah. How to increase synergization? Wait, we're at insight 2. Crit. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know the insights have different things. So this is, I think, just base. This is just basic. When basic incantation triggers, assassination synchronized +5. When casting counter kill to ripside an enemy with eyes caught, synchronization +5. After defeating an enemy, synchronization. So insight 1. When being attacked in the fighting experience status, gain damage taken -15%. If the attacker is in the eyes caught status, gain an additional damage taken -30%, so less damage. And then increase my crit damage when entering battle. And then this is insight 3. When being attacked, if own HP is below 30%, as of right now, that's not gonna happen. Dispel all enemies, eyes caught, and enter the shadow stock status for 1 round up to 1 time per round. I need to level you up more. Huh. Dang, we ain't nowhere close to 50. I need so much more. Because this is the current stuff. We do 473 crit technique. Crit rate. We have big crit rate, 33.4, but I don't think that's as well as the 180. Because this is what? This gives me ultimate might and big reality. But because it's a 5-star, I want it slightly more than this one, which would give me more crit. But I don't know at the same time how much crit and, like, you know, crit damage, crit rate affected. Because I'm still very new to everything. This is what his skin looks like, which is very cool. You can see it in here, the tiny form. I love the tiny form. This just showed me the art. I love the art so much too. I really like it. Like, I don't know anything about Assassin's Creed, but I love this so much. Oh, I love the way this looks. I can't wait to get, like, more for you. Oh, oh, I can do this anyway. What does your skin look like? I don't know. Oh, this is your skin. I forgot. I have you maxed out. Oh, this is cool. I need to use her in damage at some. Oh, I only have up to. What do I need? I need more money. I need more money, and I need more. What's it called? I think I have. Yeah. So we can do 1 for money. Or we'll do 1 here. Start. Meow. Meow. We'll do 1 of these.
Sadly, these are counterfeits.
Sadly, these are counterfeits.
Liberato dal fratello. Non
Da
voltarti
ba da
indietro.
ba
Addio,
do.
straniero. Non
Ba
voltarti
da ba
indietro.
da. She and her skin in this one?
Now,
I don't know.
divide the spoil.
To divide the spoilers. Spoilers? Okay, so if I go to this one... What team is that? Was that the Poitiers team? Yeah, she's level 1. Ape sheesh. I need to level her up. Okay. And then 1 in mintage. I like to do more in here, but I don't have... Like I talked about, I don't have a lot of candy.
Sadly,
I
these
like
are
that.
counterfeits.
Sadly, these are counterfeits.
It will be over before you finish. Non voltarti indietro.
Ba 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 ba.
Addio, straniero.
Yeah, like this is crazy.
Che la morte ti dia la pace che cercavi. Requiescat in pace.
So I don't know. I don't know like what game as well. And Joe is like the main character and stuff like that. Yeah, so the levels are slightly different. Like I don't know what level like he's a main character and stuff like that. Is she a DPS? Oh, she heals. Wait a minute. Wait, look at it. Mass heal caster attack. Times 60. What's your attack? 922. Times 60. So if I pull out the good old calculator. If the math is right. Okay, it's not a... I say it's not a lot. It's 55,000 HP. It should theoretically heal, I think, for allies. If it's below 50%, oh, then it's just times 30. Mass healing HP. So that would be 55,000 plus your HP, which is another 5,000. That's crazy. That's also not to think of the insight. When caster attacks, caster's HP percentage is higher than the target's attack. Gets more attack. When the caster attacks with the caster's HP percentage is lower than the target leech rate. Okay. So with the the most I can get her is level 9. What am I out of? I'm out of money. What is your attack? Deals 200 mental damage plus attacker genesis damage. Ah, so then does this increase 90 to 45? Mass healing 150 and then times 75. What does your ultimate do? Purifies all negative stats and control status from caster and just immunity for a round to the caster. Deals 400% mental damage. Oh, so she's good. She would be good to build. Because I have you anyway. What do I have for you? Oh, another item. Unlockable. Why haven't I unlocked more of your stuff? Oh, you're not who I wanted to go for. For an item, 60 bond. What's my bond at for, him? Oh, it's almost there. Huh. Well. Look who's at the wrong ending. I think it's worth to level her up. I love Tenon a lot, but Tenon is also just a general, like, shield. She's a shield buffer. She buffs my shield, and then she can give... With her ult... targets reality. She can, like, defense. But I think what would be a nice team would be him with Dicky. Maybe August? I don't know. I think he's been around for a little bit that I could search up. Oh wait, I could search up. The thing is, I don't have a lot of characters. Enjo, Team, are 1999. Ajo, best and I keep saying Enjo. Oh, yeah. I don't have a lot of these characters. Dapper, multiple exit mobs, universal, chase team. Oh, that's also not including all this stuff. Okay, I don't like what I'm seeing here. I don't care for this. Oh, this is just... Enjo's a 6-star. Latest update, profile review, synergy and teams. Enjo, I don't have Flutter Page or Lopra. This is another one. Melina, Hisabeth, Medicine Pocket, which I also don't have. Sotheby, I don't have. Tuesday, I don't have. And Jessica, I don't have. These are a lot of characters I just don't have. His best team apparently would be him, Flutter Page, who is currently on banner, but I don't really plan on pulling for.
There are those that claim to seek peace and order in this world.
Is she on banner? Willow. I think she was. Hi, Cookie. I see that you're ending stream. You're raiding. You're not raiding me. You lied to me. Flutter Page was. Fatutu, I don't know, and Lopera. I don't have any of these characters. How is stream? Ow! 13
Cookie
months.
_butter _30 is returning with 13 months. Streamer man.
Yeah, streamer man. I need to get doggo. I should see. I wish I could see a way to see what characters. There's only 4 characters. Who is this old man? I did get this one. See Epiphany effects. I have her. She's cool. Let me look here. I can... How do I change? Pickles, Melina. I have Marcus. Yeah, Jessica is one that I want. But Pickles is very good. Because I heard Pickles is a very good support. No, I thought I was raiding. No, you unrated. You did /unraid. It's fine. Let me double triple check if you're still alive. Nope, you're offline. Okay, time to exit this page out. Stream was good, a small one. MEB. Well... I'm just about done, I think, with Reverse 1999. Oh, my video's not playing. I'm just about done with Reverse
Weapons wear and rust
1999.
with time,
I think
and so do
I'm
men.
going to head
Whenever I need maintenance,
into reaction. What do I have in bank? 28 days. Oh, it's the miracle mark. I want this so bad, but I don't have money. I already really want to put money into this game. But you can't really blame me because I won't. It's not like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get a skin. I'm gonna get this. No, I just look how cool this looks. Also, you're not allowed to add me. But yeah, I'm excited. I see my ID's just there. But I'm excited. I really want to play more. I really need to continue the story and stuff more. Did I use my... Yeah, I don't have any candy. Bruh, no. It's too bad. You can't stop me. I need to do this one. I think I'm gonna do this one next. Yeah, get your chosen 6-star because I don't think I really... I want Jessica too, but I think I'll just... What is it? What is Eternity? Is there like a character archive I can look at? Atlas? Story view, side cubes. Roll Atlas? Is that what it is? Roll Atlas? Oh, this is only showing me characters that I have. Bound volume? Jubas. I want her so badly. Oh my god, puppy. I know. Her name is Pickles. She's a really good support, apparently. Oh, you're a DPS control support. How are you a support? Deals, what do you do? Petrify for 2 rounds. This is just attack. Petrify. I'm getting her. I don't care. I'm gonna get her. Lilia, Arch Knight, Regulus. I don't have Regulus yet. You're a DPS support. How? How do you support? I don't know. Anna Lee? I don't know who this character is. I haven't met her. A knight. Yo, this looks kind of cool. I need to look into more of the supports. Okay, so these are just the different ones. I think I just looked through these. A medicine pocket. I'm assuming you're a healer. Healer, debuff, or control. So this just heals, this debuffs, deals mental damage, and then damage taken, and plus deals 400, inflicts daze, and then grants moxie. Oh, okay. Tooth Fairy, Melina, Jessica, Voyager, Eternity. Oh, there she is, Eternity. Pickles, I'm going to bed. Have a good night. Good rest of the stream. Thanks, Cook. Eternity. She's one of the people I can get on the banner. Nasty Wound. The fudge is a nasty wound? This is general attack, but she's a DPS. Loses current HP times 10. Deals 200. Inflicts nasty wound on target. Mass attack. So she's mainly just a really good DPS, so I don't want her. Jessica's another one I've looked at. Oh, she's also a DPS. But that's because I'm like, oh, I like her. She looks cool. Tooth Fairy, Melina. She looks cute just from what I can see. Burst damage. New Babel. Cool. Pickles! Yeah, support Dispeller. Clarefoot, next incantation, ultimate. Bye-bye! Is Pickles really good to go for that? Oh, I want you! I want 37 so badly. Calculation of genius. I want 37 so badly. Let me see who else is on this summon. Pickles, Melina, Jessica, and Villa. Melina is beast, and then Villa's also plant.
Non temete l'oscurità.
This one. Roll Atlas. How do I know which one? Not this one. Sputnik. How do I know what's in these? Beyond. Oh. I need to look in here. Regulus. I need to look at the others. Voyager, Eternity. Oh, there's one. Melina. And then the other one I'm looking for is Beast. Okay, she's a DPS. Then it's a plant one that I'm looking for. Not you. 6. Plant, Argus, it's Vila, I think. Is it you? Heal, Purify. I don't think it's you, though. Is that person called Joe? J for Joe? You know what? I like that silly name. I'd love to have Joe. Nor, Willow, photo page, Elizabeth, and Joe, sweetheart. Oh, she's pretty. Porca Bloom. These are all 5 stars. I believe it's a 6 star. Is it Elizabeth? That looks... What is this character's name? Pickles. Oh, it is Vila. I did the wrong thing again. Here, Atlas, character here. Vila, Kakani, Lucy, Vila here. Heal. Okay, so I think, unironically, I think I haven't. I heard Pickles is a good support, but Vila, I need a healer. Like I was talking about earlier, my issue is I just don't have a healer. But, yeah. So in a second, we'll switch to just chatting, as we have videos to react to. I'll pull for more of him, like, off streams. Oh, like I said, I play this a decent amount. So I'll probably continue playing. I'm gonna save up the 7 to pull here, because it's not, like, that expensive. No, pawn shop. Yeah. Okay. I don't have any... I can get through here. I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 3 more, but I don't know where I would get 3 more. Because I don't feel like wasting this, because I can use this as wishing materials. I can get 1 here, question mark? Not that. That's if I paid premium, but I haven't paid. Okay, I can't. Also premium, so it would be with tasks. I'd be doing this stuff. The bank organic. Did I not? Oh, I just don't have these. Go. I don't know where to go for some of these. Resonate 2 characters? How do I resonate? 3, 2. Which means I need to continue the story. 2 characters in the suitcase looks 6 ideas. So I need even then I need to get characters in the suitcase. Clear surface ord 1. Special training ground A. Collect. I don't know the issues. How do I get... Oh. When unlock special training ground R 1999. Not interested. After clearing the first stream stage, the stages must clear. Oh, start strong of the game. Common terms, first melody, grand orchestra, first steps, beginning of tale. What if I'm in Act 4? Chapter 4? What is this for? Enjoy the story. Initial characters. Yeah, I have a lot of these characters. Bum, bum, bum. Bam. Bam, bam. 3 lions. Can I not unlock it? Is this just... Can I not get this anymore? Why do you want me to level this girl up all the way to 23? Where is she?
Aloha!
I can only get you to 14. I'm not gonna waste my materials I don't think I have anything else. I did that one. I get one tomorrow. I got this already. I got this already. I don't. Coconut myth. How do I claim this? Oh, what do I need? Clear 520 to unlock Reveries of Rain. Then on the dream. Clear artificial Samonite in an upstar. Clear Ord 3. To get... I don't care about that too much. What is this? Ah! Go back. I don't know what that is. Did that. What is this? 116, 215. Oh. Which I can do now. I have issues with doing it now. Like I said, I want to do the story. I love her so
There are
much.
those that claim to seek peace and order in this
Warehouse.
world.
Consumables. I have to look. Because I can get one of these. Pickles is a really good support apparently. But I want... Even then, I think out of all of these, I think I still want Truvis. I know, she's like a DPS type character, but I think I want Truvis still. Okay. But I think I'm done with this game for now, so let us switch off. I need to run to the bathroom though. So let me do this. Properties. That, okay. And then yapping. And as I need to head to the bathroom, I'll leave you all with music. Enjoy. I have returned. I hath returned. I hath returned. It is story reaction time. But I was... Oh, that's the wrong thing. I was debating between two. Because we have this one. It's about hour 18, you know, it has like... It's split up in the different times. You know, with the games and everything. To like, I think more modernish stuff. I think it also includes other things, like comics and stuff. This one I think is also similar. Yeah. Odyssey, Origins, Mirage, and Valhalla. Yeah. Oh, the Enjo era. And then everything else. Let's see. Maybe I'll watch this one. Cause I'm like, I don't want to be here for too long, and this is like a 2-hour video. Versus this one that isn't. So I think we'll watch this one. I hope, chat, you have snacks. I have water as my drink of choice. I opened my settings by accident like a dum-dum. Let's see. Yeah. I think it's Assassin's time. Oh, let's make sure we check out this video. It's by Fact Spitters. This one I'm actually kind of excited because this is also by a smaller channel, but despite that, it has a lot of views, 2,000 views, which, you know, some like 8, I mean, this only has 8,000 views, so it's not, there is a lot, like the more popular viewed ones, like this one's 720, this is like 7 months ago, so it doesn't have the most recent. But make sure we're watching, you know, make sure we look at this. I'll pin this up for the rest of the stream. But cause like I've never I know nothing about Assassin's Creed, and like I love watching these like stories, but like quite actually like what's it called? It will ignore what my homepage is, but like I watched one that I really like. This is like very small. But one that goes really nice in depth is this one by Suggestive Gaming. And I've watched this like multiple times over the years. Because I like that. Oh, they have a Death Stranding one. I'd have to watch that one. Because they have a lot of like little stuff. I watched the Alan Wake one. Resident Evil. And this one they've... I know this one has been updated. Because I remember when I last watched it. What's it called? I noticed that a lot of the stuff is different. But I like a lot of the timelines, but I don't think they've done one for... yeah, I don't think they've done one for... What's it called? Resident Evil. At least not one that's set more recent. But yeah, I'm excited to watch. I should give... yeah, I watched the entire Metal Gear timeline. There's so many Solid Snakes. I'm probably gonna rewatch this one again. I rewatched it like a year ago. Well, you know. It's time to react. It's time to watch. I know nothing about Assassin's Creed, so this is probably going to be very regretful. Yes, I'm very excited. What do you mean? Oh, this is a joke. It's not showing up in my game stuff. If we do window capture, will that work? Oh, Opera GX. This is this one? No. Picture in picture, picture in picture. Window. Twitch. It's you. I think we're just gonna have to do display capture again. I noticed it's weird. It doesn't... It worked well when we were playing Reverse 1999, but now it's not working at all. Which is a load of Barnacles. Yeah. But yeah, it's time.
Assassin's Creed, being a diverse franchise, has taken us through history's greatest conflicts, from the deserts of ancient Egypt to the towering castles of the Renaissance. With a continuously growing franchise with over a plethora of mainline games, some sideline games, comic books, novels, and side stories, the franchise is as diverse as it is massive. But with such a vast and layered narrative, things can get complicated.
Yeah.
And if you're new, then you might be wondering, where do I even start? Well, that's
So I don't know if this means that I'll ever play like any of the games and stuff. There's no problem with that. I'm just very interested. You know, maybe it'll become a semi-hyperfixation. Maybe not. Who knows? Only time will tell. But I'm very excited. Very excited.
That's exactly why we're here for. Because we will be breaking down the entire Assassin's Creed timeline, including the Isu era, the historical eras, and the modern day conflicts. So when you jump into feudal Japan, you'll know exactly where Shadows fits in. Anyway,
Oh, so this one doesn't include Shadows? This must have been, when was this? March. Oh, yeah. So this one doesn't include Shadows. Let me look at this one real quick. Welcome to a complete Assassin's Creed timeline, documentary style, or from the ancient. And this one, okay, so this one includes the newest game, which came out in March. This came out later, and I think, when did Assassin's Creed? I think Shadows, the newest one, yeah, March 20th. So this was posted a little after it came out. This was posted like 9 full days. So this guy probably had the entire, and then, you know, managed to watch or play the entirety of the game. But I think I'll still stick with this one for now. I'll watch the other one on my own time, because that is 2 hours. I've already been streaming for like an hour. And I want to go to bed after that. So, continue.
grab a snack, hit that subscribe button,
grab a snack,
and settle in,
grab a
because
drink.
this
I got
is
water.
going to be a long video.
Very excited.
For us to understand the full story, we have to go way back, before the existence of humans. In the year 70,000 BCE, the Earth wasn't ruled by dinosaurs or some other species. It was ruled by a mysterious civilization known as the Isu. Nothing is known much about their origins, while some people debate that they're aliens, while others debate that they're just future humans, and this whole game franchise is a big time paradox. Since Ubisoft hasn't confirmed any of this, so we won't go there. These beings had advanced technology, making them seem like gods. They were also divided into different factions.
Oh, this is cool. Okay. Oh no, actually divided into different factions. This is Greek Roman, and then the 9 realms. Asgore, Loki, Mimir, Odin, Thor. Oh, this is cool. Abrahamic, Eden, Adam and Eve. Many of the Isu have 2 or more names they are called throughout the series. Most of those we know are their equivalents in different pantheons. Example, Roman and Greek, which share the same god but call them differently. Yeah, so like Hades would be, yeah. So like here it has it right there, like Minerva, Athena, Zeus, Hera, you know, Poseidon, Neptune. But sometimes it's up to imagination of finding cross-reference to figure out if an issue personification of a character is the same in other media. Color for Roman and Greek equivalents, which is like the orange. You know, Poseidon I think is slightly an example. Here we have Adam and Eve, although not to be considered pure issue, they're considered hybrids, as Eve was the daughter of Phanis. Where is this? And a human mother. Adam's parents are unknown. Ah, that's kind of cool. Fine. Are they on here? No, she isn't. Phanis isn't on here. And then Poseidon, it could be Jolteon, giant. I can't say that. Mimir could also be considered. Yeah, so there's a lot of cross reference and stuff like that. That's really, really cool.
Across the world, much like how we humans are, meaning that they also lacked a unified empire. And just like humans, they were also good and bad. For instance, the Isu residing in the Greco-Roman regions of the world were Minerva, Jupiter, and Juno. They were the leading figures of the Isu, always inventing new things and looking for methods to improve their lifestyle. While on the other hand, there were the Aesir, a faction of Isu from the northern parts of the world. They comprised of Odin, Loki, Thor, Heimdall, and many others. They were obsessed with prophecy and destiny. They saw the collapse of their world coming but believed it was inevitable.
I think that's very, yeah, it's also seen there with Loki, how it's Norse related. I wish Cookie didn't go to bed because it's Norse related. I don't know much about Norse mythology. I know more about like Greek and Roman, I know slightly more about that than I do. But basically it's like, it kind of relates to like the telling and the stories of like Ragnarok and all this. I think it's really cool because it's like, you can kind of clearly see the inspiration as well between them and I guess we'll take Juno, for example, there. Who you can clearly tell has like slightly more Greek. Here. Oh,
this led to a rivalry between both of them.
Yeah, there you can see this is like Roman kind of material, and then it's like Norse.
Resulting in Loki's imprisonment as time is right. Odin, the king of the Aesir, had with prophecy and destiny. They saw the collapse of their world coming but believed it was inevitable. They also had their internal struggles. Odin, the king of the Aesir, had a beef with Loki because Loki had an affair with the Isu of another faction named Aletheia. We will talk more about her in the video when the time is right. When Odin found out that Loki also fathered 3 children with her, he imprisoned his
Okay, slight issues. If that character is supposed to be based off the Greek/Roman goddess Athena, I don't remember her Roman name off the top of my head. Athena didn't really have children. It was like similar to how Zeus had her. She was a mind thought. So the fact that her and Loki apparently had like 3 children together, I'm like, that sounds cool as long as they're mind thoughts, but I'm like, this makes it sound like she actually bore the children, which I'm like, eh. But who knows? Let's see how this continues on.
his child Fenrir. This led to a rivalry between both of them, resulting in Loki's imprisonment as well as his sons. So, Loki was very much against Odin and his regime. Moving on, since their empire was so broad and vast, they wanted labor force, and for that purpose, they created us humans. But since humans were intelligent and had their own sense of thinking and consciousness, to ensure full control and obedience, they planted small neurotransmitter chips into humans. And to further maximize that, they created the famous artifacts which we know as the Pieces of Eden. These Pieces of Edens were specifically—
Oh god, it's Leonardo da Vinci. Oh my god. Why he look like that, bro?
designed to control and manipulate humans, the most famous ones being the Apples of Eden, the Staves of Eden, and the Shrouds of Eden.
Oh, this is cool. Okay, so for like Christianity and stuff, the Garden of Eden is supposed to be like where Adam and Eve were supposedly made and stuff like that. It's like paradise. So the fact that it's called the Apple of Eden kind of makes sense because it's like the apple that Adam and Eve ate to go away from. This is really cool. I like this. I like all the religion like stuff in it. This is very cool. Or like mythology and all this. It's very cool.
And many others. Since there is exception in everything, some humans were born without it. The first recorded humans to be actually immune to the Isu control were Adam and Eve. They escaped the Isu facility and raised a whole rebellion against them, resulting in the Isu-Human War, which continued for decades. While the rest of the empire was busy fighting humans, God had other plans. A massive solar flare was about to hit Earth. But since the human-Isu war was at large, so their time went there instead of fixing what's there to come. But still, they developed 6 methods in total to prevent it. Out of these 6 methods, only 3 of them had the most potential. The 3 of them being the Eye Project, the Immortality Project, and Minerva's time loop attempt. Meanwhile, the Aesir branch knew that they will not be able to prevent the end of the world, so they tried a different method. Their method was similar to that of Juno, which she used to transfer her husband's consciousness into the future humans. So the Aesir did the same. Meanwhile, Loki, who was being imprisoned by Odin, found a way to escape it. He went to Aletheia and transferred her consciousness to a staff, and when the solar flare finally hit the Earth, he entered the Aesir chamber and took Heimdall's place and transferred his consciousness instead of him, and then fully immortalized himself into the future. The Greco-Roman Isu left messages for future humans to prevent another solar flare, which they knew will come sometime later. As a result, the whole civilization collapsed, and the Isu-Human War finally came to an end. But not everything was done. Some members of both races survived and eventually mated, resulting in them forming powerful individuals with the best of both worlds, which were known as the Isu-human hybrids. These beings had equal proportion of both Isu and human DNA and were highly powerful. How they're important to the greater AC lore? Well, we will get there soon enough. Some humans disagreed and started worshipping the Isu as their gods and immortalized themselves as mythological beings and creatures, with them worshipping their artifacts and the temples where they resided in. And this is how the once powerful civilization got crumbled into pieces. Sometime during
No joke about that many years.
The year 1334 BCE in ancient Egypt, a mysterious order was created by none other than the reigning pharaoh of the time, Samenkhare. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. He was the first known leader of the order, and he believed in centralized control and divine rule. The reason why it was created was, after the fall of the Isu, many powerful humans still worshipped them as gods. So, some individuals believed that humanity was weak and needed to be controlled and guided, inspired by the Isu's strict rule. Because of this, the order sought Isu artifacts to gain supernatural power and rule over mankind. As a result, they established secret sects across Egypt using assassinations, political manipulation, and economic control to shape civilization. During the early stages, it was composed of a few members, but as time went by, it got more and more expansive, even beyond the border of Egypt, like Greece, Persia, Rome, and many other countries of the world.
It's crazy to think how one thing can trickle down to just create so much. I think that's kind of crazy to think, because there's a lot of, like, I think examples of that, you know, especially when it comes to war, and I guess this is how, like, the Assassin's Creed kind of came along, because there's obviously, I guess, some sort of verbal or creed or test that you kind of have to take, because the assassin is, like, the job, but the creed is, like, something that you take to take that job. So, I mean, we're just 6 minutes in. I should really just be quiet. But it's just very interesting to see how these things are kind of like already lining up, because this one pharaoh caused like such a reaction and had it, because like you saw Cleopatra in some of these like images, like Persia, Greece, he said. Like the fact, and like this is like also Egyptian technically mythology, because this is I think supposed to be Ouroboros. And like Enzo, the one that I know currently, is Italian with Da Vinci and stuff on the side. So it's like it's very curious. It's very cool, I think.
To seek control. By the year 465 BCE, the Order has reached Persia, manipulating and corrupting powerful kings like Xerxes I and Darius I. Their tyranny has reached to a point where it seems inevitable to take them down, but a few members of the Persian elite, namely being Artabanus and his allies Amorgus and Pactias, planned Xerxes' assassination in August of the same year. When Xerxes' convoy reached the canyon, him and his allies attacked the king's guard as a distraction. With Xerxes left unprotected, Artabanus sneaked behind him and stabbed him in the neck with his hidden blade, marking the first recorded use of it in the Assassin's Creed history. With Xerxes dead, his son Artaxerxes I ascended the throne. Fearing that he too would be corrupted by the Order, Artabanus decided to assassinate him as well, but was opposed by his close friend Amorgus. He said to him that he has joined the Order and that Artabanus should do the same, but instead he declined and remained firm on his decision to assassinate the new king. But Amorgus betrayed him by calling the guards, hence branding Artabanus as the traitor. As a result, he was forced to flee Persia with his family, taking on the new name of Darius.
Wait, that's interesting. So, I guess the Order itself is technically one of its own. So that means those that are part of, I guess I'll just call them the Assassin's Creed, are different. So people like Enzo are different than those of the Order. Because even the story talks about and goes into it, at least in the game, as it goes through that. So the Order itself just wants to, in a sense, control humanity. The Assassin's Creed are trying to prevent that from happening. So the Assassin's Creed are just trying to get up and make sure a lot of this is not happening. I also think it's interesting how he mentioned like the kings like Darius the First and were like part of the Order and part of the corruption, and that this character changes his name from whatever it was to Darius. I think that's also kind of interesting. Now to Odyssey. So I already know where this is kind of, we all know the Odyssey. So this is actually very interesting.
Now finally, we're moving to the first game that we will talk about in the timeline, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Our game begins in the year 431 BCE during the Peloponnesian War. We step into the shoes of Cassandra, a Greek mercenary living in the island of Cephalonia, who has some problems of her own. She was raised by a Greek merchant named Marcos, who took her in from a very young age and trained her to become a mercenary. During her time in Cephalonia, she saves Marcos from a local gang named the Cyclops, and in the process also saves a ship captain by the name of Barnabas. He thanks Cassandra for saving her and then becomes her ally afterwards. Once this problem is done, Cassandra meets a random person by the name of Elpenor. He tells Cassandra that he knows who she is and also
Elpenor, he is one of the people in Odysseus' crew. Interesting, but I only know so much about the Odyssey because of what's it called, Epic the Musical. I have started multiple times. What's it called, the Iliad, because I want to read the Iliad before reading the Odyssey. But I know they're very heavy books anyway, like hefty and heavy books. But Elpenor, I know, is one of the members of Odysseus' crew.
Also gives her a contract to assassinate a Spartan general by the name of Wolf of Sparta, who is also Cassandra's father. Knowing this very well, they all set sail for Megaris, where they will find the wolf. Upon reaching there, she quickly gains the Spartans' trust and arranges a meeting with the wolf. Before the conversation, it is revealed that Cassandra was thrown from the mountain by his own father. The reason being that the oracle has prophesied that Nicolaus' youngest children will bring forth the destruction of Sparta. But it seemed like some hidden organization was pulling the strings. But still, Nicolaus was forced to throw his youngest child atop Mount Taygetos. Cassandra, being the older sibling, tried to stop the execution, but she pushed the priest in the process, forcing Nicolaus to throw her as well. Luckily, she survived but was presumed dead. Moving to the present, Cassandra confronts her father, who reveals that he isn't his biological father but someone else is, and also tells her to find her mother for further answers. Cassandra spares him and finds and tracks Elpenor, the same person who gave her the contract. Upon killing him, it is revealed that Elpenor was the member of a secret organization, and that same organization will hold a meeting beneath the Temple of Delphi.
The Delphine, so the Temple of Delphine, I know is related to Apollo. But I think this is very interesting and I liked how it's called Odyssey, because Elpenor would normally die, I believe, on Cersei's island because she's also gone her way because they go into No, they go to Trojan. Trojan. But I think it's also interesting that Nikolai is either lying or I don't think he's lying, but he's like, oh no, someone else is your father. I think this is very much related to the organization and stuff like that, because she has 100% relations to the order. I think that's what they call it, the order. So it was very cool. Her mother might be like unwillingly a part of it, but it's also very, very curious because the oracles were very important to Apollo. As they helped in a sense predict the future and stuff like that. But yes, very interesting. I really need to stop pausing. This is about to be like a 5-hour stream.
Cassandra disguises herself as one of them and finds out that this secret organization is known as the Cult of Cosmos, and they're the ones pulling the strings in all.
Cult of Cosmos is also very interesting because I believe, if memory serves correct, Cosmos, I think, is another name for Kronos, and he's one of the Titans in normal Greek mythology, because Greek mythology is a little skewed up here.
All of Greece. And the reason why they're after their family is because of their blood, meaning that Cassandra, her mother, her brother, and her grandfather Leonidas were all Isu human hybrids. And since the cult is also like Order of Ancients who preaches this stuff, they wanted to control them to spread death and destruction. This also explained that the prophecy which forced Nikolaos to throw his children was because of the cult. She also discovers that her brother is surprisingly alive but under the influence of cults and is now known as Demos. Now her mission becomes more clear to reunite her whole family. After a bit
Demos is interesting because I think that's also the name of a god. Demos. Yeah, deity, Greek mythology. Personification of fear, son of Ares and Aphrodite. You know, the fact that he's controlled and he's called Demos is very, and as he's controlled, I think that's actually a very kind of cool hint. As well, because it's like, oh, you know, he's causing fear. So I think that's very cool.
Of searching, she finds her mother, who gives her the location of an island where she might find her original father. At some point in her travels, she also finds Darius, who tells her about the Order of the Ancients and seeks assistance for taking them down. While assisting, she also falls in love with his son, Natakas, and they both have a son named Elpidios. But because of the Order's influence, she's not able to keep him with him, so she sends him off to another land far away from Greece. Elpidios doesn't just disappear after this DLC. His descendants are in fact one of the most important people in the AC lore, which we will talk about later in the video when we get to the point. Anyways, moving on. After tying all loose ends, she finally kills the head of the Order, who turns out to be a Morgus. After wrapping up all loose ends, she finally kills the head of the Order, who turns out to be
Amogus, the Immortals, shares the Hell Temple. This guy kind of looks like Crozen Silence. Architect, Gatekeeper, Physician. That is cool. There's like a whole thing, a whole line. I would think that her father is this guy, but I don't think so. I don't know. I've never played. I've never touched the games. I might watch them. Just a lot of these games are old though. Graphics are gonna be ugh.
After wrapping up the Order, she now continues to hunt the cult. Her search leads her to different parts.
Oh, this is crazy. The way that this is expanded is crazy.
To the Greek world where she kills each of the members one by one, ultimately circling back to Demos. She breaks him free out of the cult's control, and then the whole family reunites on top of the same mountain from where they were thrown. If you choose all the options correct, you will get the best ending with all the family members alive. Since the cult is dead and everything seems fine, Cassandra travels to the same location which her mother gave her, and finds out that her real father is indeed Pythagoras, the same person who created the Pythagoras theorem. He also reveals that Cassandra...
What? That's crazy. Greetings, Alexios. Welcome to Atlantis. Atlantis! Oh, it's crazy that her father is the guy who... Pythagoras.
This eagle was a courtesy of him and was sent by him to look out for
Hermes'
her.
staff.
And also that he's practically immortal because of the staff he wields. He gives Cassandra a task to kill all 4 mythological beings scattered across Greece. After killing and bringing all the 4 artifacts,
Muted by accident. 4 mythological beings. So that would probably be the Minotaur, Medusa, the Hydra, I'd assume. Because I know that's like a big mythical being when it comes to Greece. I don't know who the last one would be. There's a lot of like mythical creatures and stuff. The Chimera, probably, I think, is something I consider big.
Next, he tries to open the door to Atlantis, a lost city, but Cassandra intervenes and is forced to kill her father.
Oh, that sucks that she has to kill her dad. That's, I think, her brother, Deimos.
Taking his staff and bearing the responsibility of the staff bearer. After wielding the staff, it is revealed that this staff has a consciousness of its own, and that consciousness is of Aletheia, the same Isu which Loki fell in love with. To master this artifact, Aletheia tells Cassandra to run several simulations. These simulations are actually Isu stories, but Cassandra views them as Greek stories because of her Greek culture. After going through each simulation one by one, she finally masters the staff and takes her duty as the staff keeper, while practically being immortal until a new host arrives.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so that's interesting. I don't know if it's just a her family thing, but she's done it, so then someone else will eventually arrive, and she's like, in a sense, the queen or ruler of Atlantis. I think it's cool how Atlantis is like put in. Anyway, onwards.
Although it is very unethical to include Assassin's Creed Jade on this list, because the game hasn't even released yet, plus we don't know anything about it. But as far as we know, this game exists and takes place in the year 251 BCE. And
that's cool. I didn't know that there was still another one being worked on. Assassin's Creed Jade. Third century in China. Release date? Do we have it? I don't think there's gonna be one. Oh, it's supposed to be a mobile game. It's been delayed to this year. Although I don't think. I don't even. So, but it looks like a lot of the stuff related to Assassin's Creed Jade. We don't even know if it's gonna be out. But apparently it's supposed to be a mobile game. So maybe I'll play it?
we play as the apprentice of a proto-assassin named Wei Yu, while also taking down the Order's presence in China. And that's all we know about the game. Our story begins in the year 49 BCE during the Ptolemaic Egypt. The Order has grown to an exponential rate in Egypt now, with them controlling the current pharaoh, Ptolemy. They come to Siwa in search for an Isu temple. We take control of Bayek of Siwa, the Medjay of Egypt and presumably the last of his kind. He lives a happy life with his wife Aya, the descendant of Elpidios as we mentioned before, and son Khemu, until the day he gets captured by the Order. They bring Bayek to the vault where they ask him since he's the Medjay he might know how this vault opens. Bayek declines by saying that he doesn't know anything about it. They warn Bayek that they will go for a few minutes and until then, if the vault isn't open, they will kill his son. During this time, Khemu devises a plan to free both him and Bayek but ultimately fails, resulting in the Order arriving and Bayek stabbing his own son. This event traumatizes Bayek and he's forced to kill every person responsible for his son's death. During his journey, he eliminates key members of the Order, believing that their leader is named as the Snake and he's the person responsible for Khemu's death, because he overheard some members saying that name. Aya also joins him in his crusade. She secretly works for Cleopatra, who is in conflict with her brother Ptolemy.
Yo, Cleopatra! Also, this is cool. I recognize this. This is the normal Assassin's Creed like outfit. So I think this is kind of like the different assassins. I don't know how big of an organization in the sense the Assassin's Creed is. I mean, I don't think you would have to know because it should be very secretive, but it's interesting. I'm excited to learn more. That's why I'm here and watching this. Make sure you go watch the video. Give a like. You don't have to subscribe. I have yet to decide if I'm going to subscribe. I might, probably. But yes.
After assassinating the first 5 Order members, Bayek thinks that he has avenged Khemu. But Apollodorus, one of Cleopatra's assistants, and Cleopatra herself tells Bayek and Aya that the Order isn't comprised of 5 members only, and that the person Snake that they're after is not just one person but is the symbol for the whole Order of the Ancients. During this conversation, she also gives Bayek the Golden Medjay badge, making him her personal Medjay. After learning all of this, Bayek is infuriated and vows to bring each and every Order member the death that they deserve, and hence they begin their quest. assassinating Order members in different parts of the Egyptian world, until finally reaching the top 3. During this time, Cleopatra sides herself with Julius Caesar, who comes in Egypt to completely put an end to the Egyptian civil war. After his arrival, a great battle ensues, and there Bayek finds one of the
I think that's a real. Well, she marries eventually Alexander the Great, I believe, or the Second Great. I forget. There's 2. I remember learning about this. There's 2 Alexander the Greats, but it's the fact that Julius Caesar is here is kind of crazy. Actually, I don't think it's that crazy. Roman Empire map. Yeah, because they had a lot of Egypt under its command. So it's actually not that surprising to see that Egypt is, Julius Caesar's here.
Order's powerful enforcers, Septimius. Bayek fights him and tries to kill him, but is prevented by Caesar, who tells Bayek that since he's a Roman, he would like to execute Septimius under Roman rules. Bayek hesitates but is put unconscious by the Roman guards. A few days later, it is revealed that both Bayek and Aya have been played by Cleopatra, and that Septimius is not executed but is with Caesar now. Learning about this betrayal, they take the matter in their own hands.
Hello there.
At that particular moment, Bayek and all of
Thanks, June, for the hello there. Believe in our values, our creed. The Assassin's Creed? Oh my god. Yeah, so it is gonna start. Bayek and I think Aya are gonna start, I guess, the official Assassin's Creed. Because he also had, like, the hand sword thingamajigs. Thank you, Blurp, for the hello there. Hello there, I hope you're doing well. We're only 14 minutes in. Because I keep talking.
Learning about this betrayal, they take the matter in their own hands. At that particular moment, Bayek and all of his allies that he found while his travels in Egypt created the first organized assassin brotherhood.
Yeah, oh, Brotherhood, that's what they're called, the Assassin Brotherhood. Yeah, so this is technically the case of there have been, like, multiple assassins in the past, but this is where the Brotherhood first started. I think this is also probably where Cassandra's son is eventually, or one of her, generational, I think. It's probably gonna be Enjo, but I don't know.
And Bayek officially named them as the Hidden Ones. Since Egypt is now under Order's control completely, they again reach Siwa. This time they manage to open the vault, killing Bayek's friend in the process. Bayek and Aya enter the vault, and it is revealed that the vault had a map consisting of all the Isu temples in the world. To prevent it from falling into wrong hands, they seal it completely. At this point, Bayek and Aya separate, because their duties demanded it so. Bayek prefers to stay in Egypt to kill Flavius, while Aya goes to Rome to kill Septimius and Julius Caesar. Bayek reaches the region of Cyrene and kills Flavius, hence avenging his son's death. Aya, on the other hand, reaches Rome and kills Septimius, and then disguises herself as one of the Roman nobles and tries to assassinate Caesar. But since they were the earliest branch of the Hidden Ones, they did not know where the hidden blade was affected, so she stabbed him, but he didn't die. Instead, he was stabbed by all of the other people in his court after.
Oh, so she's the one that, in this version of history, she's the one that started, because if you know history, I vaguely remember Julius Caesar, he was stabbed by consorts. I think there's paintings and stuff related to this. But it's interesting that she was the one with the hidden blade and stabbed him first, dressed as a noble one, which then, because I think everyone else there was planning it, I don't think the others were, like, assassins.
They were the earliest branch of the Hidden Ones.
Looks of
they did not know where the hidden blade was affected, so she stabbed him, but he didn't die. Instead, he was stabbed by all of
they all start stabbing
the other
him.
people in his court. After eliminating the Order's presence in Rome and Egypt, they finally settle down and establish bureaus, recruiting more people in the process. Aya changes her name to Aminet and begins working as a full-time Hidden One. And so does Bayek. A few years later, Bayek gets another mission. He has to secure a piece of Eden in the land of Thebes that is causing the resurrection of some dead people, mainly the dead pharaohs of Egypt. Bayek tracks down the source and kills a person responsible for it, and does the most inhumane thing possible, giving it to a random NPC. After getting the piece of Eden, his work here is finally done. A few years later, in the land of Sinai, Bayek is called upon by one of his recruits, Tahira. She tells Bayek that the land of Sinai is under heavy influence of the Order, and that they need Bayek's help in eliminating them. Bayek helps them and kills each of the Order member one by one, until the location of the bureau them.
This is cool because this is technically where he would be killing it, and instead of being in, like, the normal, like, setting, it's in, like, this void and, like, empty space.
them and
That's
kills each of the
interesting.
Order member one by one, until
Also,
the location of the
no!
bureau gets
Not the
compromised
location.
somehow. Their
By
whole bureau
Gambit,
lights up on
obviously.
fire, and Bayek tries to escape but is captured in the process, with
No.
much of the hidden ones dying as well. Bayek is surprisingly saved by Aya from execution. She told Bayek that the situation got out of hand, so she had to come. Amidst all of that, Tahira gets killed, and now Bayek has more than enough reasons to eliminate the Order from here. During their mission, the Hidden Ones were also assisted by a rebel leader named Gamilot.
Okay, that's cool. I still love this. This outfit is so cool. Because it is like, you know, the first Assassin's Brotherhood, and you can really tell that this design, especially with the hood and the gauntlets, it's gonna continue on.
But since he
which
was
I think
actively
is
putting
really,
the
really
lives of
cool.
innocent people at risk, Bayek had to put him down. And after that
That's
day, the three tenets
crazy.
of the creed were born. And a promise was made that no hidden
tenets of the
one will
creed.
ever raise his or her sword
And may the hidden ones last.
against an innocent. At some point during his later years, he goes to the same cave where he and Aya used to hide as children, and chooses
Okay,
that.
so basically they made up the main rule in the sense of the creed is like don't kill an innocent person. So if I were to take the little bit I know, like Da Vinci, I think would technically be an innocent person, so he would not be allowed to be killed. Or yeah, like just normal people.
Place as his and Aya's resting place, hence making both of them together not in life but in death.
I had died. When did that happen? No. Oh.
Many years after the events of Assassin's Creed Origins in 861 CE, we meet Basim, a young street thief living in Anbar with his childhood friend and companion Nehal. Throughout his entire life, Basim is hunted by visions of a monstrous jinn, who he refers as the Jinni. His friend Nehal always helps him cope with his nightmares, while Basim dreams of joining the Hidden Ones. Meanwhile, Roshan, a senior assassin, rejects him. To prove himself, Basim steals an Isu artifact from the Khalifa's palace, but is caught by the Khalifa himself. As he was about to kill Basim, Nehal jumps in and saves Basim by killing the Khalifa, triggering a purge of thieves in Anbar. Blaming Nehal for the death of all these people, Basim is found by Roshan and he escapes with her and joins the Hidden Ones fortress in Alamut. The Hidden Ones are now much more upgraded and organized than before, making them just like assassins but not actual assassins because the name is still the Hidden Ones, but they're pretty much the same at this point. When the Order of the Ancients expand their influence in Baghdad, Basim and Roshan are sent.
I love how you can see like a lot of like the cultural stuff anyway. Like you can see like these two have the main hood and stuff, and like she has the main outfit. But like you can still, because they're in the desert, he just has the full on fit. I think this is
To
cool.
investigate.
I love
During
that.
his stay in the city, Basim assassinates 4 high-ranking Order members, while also uncovering their obsession with ancient Isu artifacts. Meanwhile, his nightmares return. He talks to Roshan about them, but Roshan declines by saying that you have to believe in yourself and then they will be gone, without providing him with any actual answers. During his hunt, he
I think he might be half Isha.
also reunites with Nehal, who urges him to seek answers himself. Sometime later, Basim finally tracks down the Order's leader. Before dying, she reveals to Basim that she knows what Basim is searching for, and whatever he wants lies in the Isu temple beneath Alamut. Before she could say anything, she is killed by Roshan. Ignoring Roshan's warnings, Basim and Nehal return to Alamut, finding it under siege by the Order. Basim saves the Hidden Ones and ventures into the Isu temple, but is prevented by Roshan, where both the mentor and the apprentice fight. With Roshan ultimately losing, Basim finally ventures inside the temple. And there, the biggest twist of all reveals. Both Nehal and the Jinni never actually existed. They were in fact representations of his repressed memories as the Isu god Loki. So, after learning the truth, within his mind, Basim embraces his nature as Loki's reincarnation, hence unlocking his memories as Loki.
Okay, so he was just... I wasn't wrong when I said Isha. He was Loki.
Because as we know, before dying, he was
that's
able
cool.
to transfer his consciousness into the future humans. After leaving the temple, Basim is welcomed back into the Hidden Ones, while Roshan resigns in protest. Now being fully aware of his past, Basim says to himself that he has been born in a new world, and looks forward to a reunion with those who were responsible for his imprisonment. Who are those
That's
people and
interesting.
where are they? We will get the answer soon enough.
That's cool. Valhalla! So now we're going
Set
to
in
the Norse,
873
I think.
CE, Assassin's Creed
Norse.
Valhalla follows Eivor, Owarin's daughter, or Owarin's son depending upon the player's choice. But since I played as a male version, I will refer to him as a he, on the player's choice.
So,
Assassin's
Okay.
Creed Valhalla
This
follows
is
Eivor,
cool.
Owarin's daughter.
So let Amos choose. So this one I think is the
Daughter
main.
or Owarin's
The
son
daughter
depending
is
upon the
canon,
player's
but
choice.
he
But since
picked
I
a
played
male.
as a male version, I will
Okay.
refer to him as a he. As a child, Eivor's family is slaughtered by the warlord Jotway the Cruel. But before he could kill Eivor, Eivor is saved by Sigurd. During their escape, he is attacked by a wolf, who bites Eivor specifically on his neck, thus earning him the title the Wolf-Kissed. 17 years later, Eivor is now pursuing vengeance against the person who killed his.
This reminds me he looks so much like Kronos here. God of War, Kratos. You can tell I don't look or play it a lot. He looks kind of he reminds me of Kratos. I don't know, but this like the way he looks reminds me of Kratos. But also I swear there's like I've seen some sort of like thing related to like Norse mythology or like some that had like Norse, roots and stuff like that that look similar.
His parents. His latest
yeah.
attempt fails, but he recovers his father's axe. Upon touching it, Eivor experiences a vision of Odin, leading him to consult their local seer, Valka. She induces him another vision of Sigurd, losing an arm before being consumed by a giant wolf. Shortly after this vision, Sigurd, the adopted brother of Eivor, returns from an expedition, and he also brought some foreigners, including the one and only Basim Ibn Haq, along with his apprentice, Haydn. They came to Norway to eliminate Jotway, so that the Order's presence could be reduced. King Styrbjorn refuses to assist Eivor in his pursuit of vengeance. Defying Styrbjorn's orders, Eivor and Sigurd enlist King Harald's help to kill Jotway, and emerge as being victorious.
I can't be the only one who thinks that he kind of looks like Loki. He looks like Loki. Not Loki, what's his name? Thor. He looks like Thor. Because there's a lot of like depiction of him like media and stuff. He looks
Sigurd
like Thor.
enlists King Harald's help to kill Jotway and emerge as being victorious. While killing him, Eivor experiences another vision of Odin, who guides him in his every action and manipulates him into making certain decisions. After the victory, Harald declares his intention to unite Norway under his rule. With Sigurd's father also bending knee to Harald, it angers Sigurd, because he expected him to inherit the crown. He and Eivor take their most trusted members and then shift to England, where they establish their own settlement named Ravensthorpe. After setting up Ravensthorpe, Eivor and Sigurd focus on securing alliances with neighboring Saxon kingdoms and Viking clans, while also eliminating the Order of the Ancients from England, following tip-offs from a poor fellow soldier of Christ. Not knowing his identity, Eivor still chooses to follow him. His hunt also takes him to Vinland, presently known as North America, where he recovers a strange artifact and gives it to the native Kenyan Kahaka tribe. The significance of this tribe is very important to Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh, so this is like this is by the looks of it, it reminds me of like the indigenous tribes in the USA. So like USA, Canada. I mean this is only like depiction that we have currently. Excuse me. But it's the names remind me of Conrad, which is a group of semi-dead people in Genshin. But I saw the name, I'm like, oh, Conria!
Assassin's Creed 3's plotline, and we will talk more about them later. Meanwhile, his visions continue. Valka gives him a potion that makes him dream of Asgard from Odin's perspective, where he's hoping to avert his own fated death during Ragnarok. And we also learned that how he imprisoned Loki, Fenrir, and all the other calamities that happened. These are not actually dreams, but Odin's memories embedded inside Eivor's mind. And since he views these characters as gods and deities, this is why we perceive them as gods in his visions. So we'll learn how things unfolded back in the day. Moving on to the present, Sigurd and Basim discover an Isu relic, and Sigurd, with Basim's encouragement, comes to believe himself a god, not knowing Basim's intention, because he thinks Odin is Sigurd, so that when Sigurd gets his memories, he could kill him. Upon discovering that Isu relic, an Order member named Fulke captures Sigurd, believing him to be an Isu. She tortures him and also removes his right arm. Eivor, on the other hand, brings allies to kill Fulke and rescue Sigurd, but Sigurd has been experiencing strange visions. Eivor accompanies Sigurd back to Norway to investigate.
So Sigurd, there's... Okay, so the budget of this is like, oh, there's possibility that Sigurd and Sigurd are both Isu, like rebirths, and that's why Basim is waiting to murder them because he thinks that they're Odin and I think he thinks Odin is Sigurd. I don't think that's a choice. If anyone were to be Odin, it would probably be the main character, the daughter, in this case, or the one you play as, and then Sigurd might be similar. I don't know. But I need to use the bathroom because I'm drinking a lot of water. So enjoy while I go to the bathroom. I'm back. Let's get back to watching. Also, I think it's funny how I'm like, oh yeah, I'm making my own little theories for stuff. When it's like, bro, just watch it and they'll tell you anyway.
Investigate his visions, finding an Isu temple with a tree-shaped computer system. And yep, this is the same tree that we talked about earlier in the video. The same place where all the Aesir Isu transferred their consciousness. So it all came back full circle. They hooked themselves with the tree-shaped computer and believe that they are transported to Valhalla, where they enjoy endless battles until Eivor realizes that it is just a simulation and not reality. During this period of time, Eivor also resists Odin control in his mind, thus imprisoning him in his mind permanently. Or so he thought. Upon awakening, Eivor is confronted by Basim, who reveals himself, Eivor, and Sigurd to be reincarnations of Loki, Odin, and Tyr respectively. And this is the same.
Oh, so that's the one here. Carolee Fox and Sealed. So, at least Eivor is not trying to let Odin come up to light. Whether that works, I can neither confirm or deny.
Same reason why Eivor is having visions of Odin, Sigurd of Tyr, and Basim obviously of Loki. Basim attacks Eivor, but since he's agile and fast, Eivor could not kill him, but instead traps him in the simulation. Based on the player's choices, Sigurd then abdicates leadership of the clan to Eivor, who returns to England. After arriving in England, the Great Battle of Chippenham occurs, to take down and capture Wessex. After the battle, Eivor tracks down King Alfred, who reveals himself as both the leader of the Order of the Ancients and the poor fellow soldier of Christ, thus revealing that all of the members of the Order that Eivor killed were because of Alfred, their leader. And this is all because the Order was not following Christianity, and since he was a Christian, he wanted to replace it with the new God-fearing Order. So Eivor spares him, and this is how the famous Templar Order was born, with King Alfred being the first Grand Master of the Templar Order.
I think that's cool.
Anyhow, after dealing with Alfred, Eivor returns to Ravensthorpe to a hero's welcome. After successfully conquering England in a way, he also ventures into Paris and Ireland to help the people there. But since those adventures had nothing to do with the lore of the game, so we won't go there. Years after this, it's revealed that Eivor still has some visions of Odin, and after years of resisting it, he finally realizes that he cannot suppress them forever. and feeling like he has done everything he could for the Raven clan, decides to travel far away to better understand his connection with Odin. He bids farewell to his friends and allies, while also rejecting offers to join the Hidden Ones and the Templars, from Hyndam and Alfred respectively, and sets off for Vinland, where he spends his final years conversing with Odin, who tells him about the great catastrophe that wiped out most of the Isu and how he and his kind came to reincarnate themselves throughout.
That's cool. I also kind of like it, and I'm gonna compare this to Marvel movies, because Marvel movies is like the main way that I have consumed Norse mythology in a sense, even if it's not accurate. So he could have joined the Hidden Ones, but didn't, partially because of Odin being in her mind. But I like this scene because it reminds me of like when they found Odin again, because he was just in the movies, at least in the Marvel movies, Odin was just on his own on like a little farm. So this reminds me of that. I mean, this movie, I think this game probably came out, I think, before that movie. But I like this, and this is cute. And so he just kind of learned more about Odin, learned more about who or like what he is, kind of, because she's technically an Isha, but not because she was human. But I think that's cool. I like that. I think it's cool.
We now finally get into the shoes of Altair ibn La'ahad in the year 1191. This Levantine assassin reached the rank of master at a very young age, which made him a cocky bastard. He had no respect for the tenets of the creed, nor how to complete his mission. He just viewed himself superior above everyone else in the Brotherhood. Also, the Brotherhood in this period of time was officially known as the Assassins. How the shift happened and who changed the name is unknown, but we can safely speculate that the person who created the Assassins in real life, Hassan as-Sabah, was the one who created Assassins in the AC universe as well. Anyways, continuing the storyline,
I love just how much things kind of relate to actual history. Like the what's it called? The people behind the company behind, or the developers behind the game, really care about history and having it like somewhat, I guess, accurate. So I really like that. I think that's
Altair
really, really
is
cool.
sent to extract a piece of Eden from Solomon's temple. During this mission, he fails to do that because he doesn't follow any tenet of the creed, resulting in him failing the mission and bringing the Templars right next to the assassin's door. But before the Templars could do anything, Altair saves himself and the assassins. But Al-Mualim gets angry. He demotes Altair to the lowest rank possible, and in order to achieve his rank, he has to assassinate 8 members of the Templar Order. The Templar Order at this period of time is much different than what Alfred created, meaning that they also got corrupted along the way. But keeping in view his master's wishes, he assassinates each and every member of the Order without knowing that they belonged to a secret order. With each and every consecutive kill, Altair regained his rank. After killing the final member, he reveals to him that Al-Mualim is the final person that you should talk to, and it is finally revealed that Al-Mualim was the real culprit. He was the one pulling the strings and wanted the power for himself. This is why he removed competition.
So his mentor was the bad guy. It's not that surprising. Unironically, with how big that the Assassin's Order Brotherhood gets, there's gonna be some people bound. Also, it's kind of sad that King Arthur, I forgot his name already, was like, oh yeah, this is how I wish for the Order to go, but it didn't go that way. And I think, unironically, he'd be kind of happy that he would be getting rid of Al-Mudod, I don't know how to say his name, but that the MC in this game would is like getting rid of like those that are causing the corruption. I don't know. I think he'd be happy.
Down, ending his life once and for all, while keeping the Apple of Eden in safe hands.
Codex and memory discs.
After killing Al-Mualim, the assassins go into a state of civil war, because the people don't know what happened. Abbas, one of Altair's associates, wants to take charge of the assassins and takes the Apple of Eden for himself. But since he doesn't have enough amount of Isu DNA in his blood, he is controlled by the apple instead. Altair takes the apple and begins studying it. Years later, he also marries Maria, a Templar that he found in his younger days while searching for the Templar Order. They both have 2 sons, Darim ibn La'ahad and Sef ibn La'ahad. During his leadership from the year 1191 to 1227, Altair...
I've been
Doom Patrol
_
640 just redeemed hydrate.
But fine, hydrate. And make sure everyone else hydrates too. Telling me to hydrate, you also gotta hydrate. So go get a drink, whether it be water or soda or something non-alcoholic. Make sure you get a drink.
He becomes the mentor of the Assassin Brotherhood, introducing many
Ooh.
reforms, including removing the blind faith in rituals and advancing their knowledge using the Apple of Eden, while also creating a codex, which had all of his inventions and studies. Some assassins
Oh, I think that's cool. The Codex is now
opposed his
coming.
rule, including a boss, the same assassin who tried to take the Apple of Eden for himself. In a plot against Altair,
Yeah, I went to the bathroom like in the middle of this because I needed to have been drinking water.
he was able to convince the other assassins that Altair was becoming power-hungry and losing his mind due to his obsession with the Apple of Eden. So he orchestrated a coup, seizing control of Masyaf and spreading false rumors that Altair had lost his way. During the coup, Abbas ordered the execution of Altair's youngest son, Sef ibn La'ahad. Altair's wife, Maria Torp, confronted Abbas about the murder, but she was also killed in front of Altair.
No.
Devastated and outnumbered, Altair fled Masyaf with his eldest son, Darim, and went into exile for almost 20 years.
That's
During their exile,
crazy.
Altair and his son also collaborated with the
Could've used
Mongolian
chopstick.
assassin to assassinate Genghis
Ah.
Khan. At this time, the
Oh, that's cool. Genghis Khan was killed
Mongol
here.
Empire was rapidly
By the
expanding, and the assassins
assassins.
discovered that the Templars were secretly supporting Khan's conquest to establish global control. Combined with the fact that Genghis Khan was in the possession of a piece of Eden, Altair and Darim collaborated with the Mongolian assassin Kulan Gal,
another
with the
one.
trio infiltrating Khan's camp.
Oh,
In the
that's
heat of the moment,
cool.
Darim fired the killing shot, assassinated Genghis Khan there, effectively disrupting Templar plans for domination. In 1247 CE, Altair, now an old man, returned to Masyaf and overthrew Abbas. Since he was cooking for 20 years, he killed him with a Glock. After Abbas's death, Altair finally took control of the assassins again. But since he was an old man and knew that his time was coming, he sealed the Apple of Eden with him in a library, and documented his knowledge in the Codex and sent that Codex to different parts of the world, while also recording some of his pivotal memories in some memory discs, which he most probably found under the vault in Alamut. Anyhow, he gave the memory disc to Niccolo Polo to hide them. Shortly after, he locked himself inside the library, where he peacefully passed away.
Aw, wait, that's kind of sad. The purge of the Templars.
Decades after Altair's death, the Templars are now at the brink
I'm pausing, but I can't afford to pause too much because I've been told to go to bed, and I want to go to bed. But I want to watch this, so I'm going to finish watching this.
of extinction. With the assassins rising in power, they combined with the likes of the French King Philip IV and Pope Clement V, and started
The
a massive
Pope,
purge on the
damn.
Templars. Even before their execution, they were given a chance to merge themselves with the Hospitallers.
On Knights Hospitaller, Order of St. John of Jerusalem, Catholic Military, caring for pilgrims, and then...
But the Templar Grand Master Jacques de Molay refused. Left with no choice, the Templars were accused of corruption, and the purge began. Many Templars were tortured and
Understandable.
forced to confess under extreme duress, with their
Dang,
high-ranking
that's
members,
crazy.
including the Grand Master, imprisoned. Before his imprisonment and execution, Jacques de Molay entrusts some of the most valuable artifacts in Templar's possession, including the Sword of Eden and the Templar Codex, with these two artifacts being hidden away. 7 years after his imprisonment, de Molay is burned at the stake in March of 1314,
Yeah.
hence putting an end to the Knights Templar. This downfall led the Templars to work underground, hence bringing forth the new Templar Order.
Lineage.
200 years after the Great Purge of Templars,
like,
we
if
follow
the-
the story of Giovanni Auditore, a master assassin operating in Florence. In the year 1476, he is investigating the assassination of Duke of Milan. After a bit of interrogation, it is revealed that the conspiracy
Jesus.
extends beyond Milan, involving powerful figures in Venice and Florence, including the conspiracy to overthrow Lorenzo de' Medici, the ruler of Florence. Giovanni's trail leads him to Rodrigo
Yeah,
Borgia, a
agreed.
powerful Templar who aims to control Italy through political manipulation and force. Giovanni tries to warn Lorenzo through his trusted friend Uberto Alberti, not knowing that his trusted friend is not so trusted after all.
Oh, that's fun. Assassin's Creed 2!
While Giovanni was busy discovering the Templar conspiracy, his son Ezio was having the time of his life in Florence,
Hello?
not knowing that his entire life is about to change. One day after coming back home, Ezio
Enjo! This is a character that I have in, what's it called? Reverse 1999.
realizes that his father and brothers are mysteriously being captured by the Florentine guards. Not knowing the cause, he climbs up the prison and
Oh
finds
my
his father
gosh.
there. He tells him to open a box in his room consisting of a letter that his father tells him to deliver to his close and trusted friend Uberto Alberti. Ezio finds the box, wears his father's robes, and delivers the letter to Uberto, thinking that his family is safe. The next day, it turns out that Uberto was a Templar agent all along, working with Rodrigo Borgia, their Grandmaster. Ezio tries to free his family, but it's too late. They're executed. Now, the remaining members of the Auditore family are being hunted by the Florentine guards. Courtesy of the Templars, they made the people believe that the Auditore family was behind the murders and are planning to overthrow Lorenzo, not knowing the fact that in the process they created an assassin that will bring down the Templars 3 generations behind. Anyhow, Ezio manages to repair the broken blade and assassinates Uberto in the middle of the crowd, thus avenging his father. After the assassination, he and his family escapes to his uncle's residence in Tuscany, where Ezio knows the truth he and his family escapes to his uncle's residence in Tuscany.
Montericino. I don't know, it's Italian. I don't know Italian.
Where Ezio knows the truth that his father was actually an assassin working for a secret organization, while also introducing him to some of the most legendary assassins of the Creed, including Darius, Kulan Gal, Altair ibn La'ahad, and Amunet, with the whole sanctuary built below the villa commemorating those assassins, while also giving him another task of collecting all the codex pages and the 6 assassin seals scattered across Italy. And yes, these pages belong to the same codex which Altair gave to Niccolo Polo during his later years, whereas collecting all the seals will unlock the armor of the great Altair. Mario also tells him about the opposing order of the Templars, telling Ezio that they were the people responsible behind his father's death. So after learning all of that, he commits himself to the Brotherhood. Not officially, but still. He begins hunting down the Templars one by one, while also making some new allies without knowing the fact that they are assassins. Many years pass by and Ezio's hunt continues. In 1481, Ezio learns that Rodrigo Borgia, the Grand Master of the Templar Order, seeks Apple of Eden. He travels to Venice assassinating more Templars with the help of the assassin thieves. In the year 1488, Ezio finally meets and confronts Rodrigo Borgia, who refers to himself as the Prophet, meant to lead the Templars to ultimate power. Ezio defeats him in combat, but he escapes with the Apple of Eden. After this incident, all of Ezio's allies reveal themselves to be assassins, and they officially induct Ezio into the Assassin Brotherhood. And because of his progress, they give him the rank of a Master Assassin. After his coronation, he hunts down the remaining Borgia supporters and stops the Templars from controlling Italy.
Discovery.
During his hunt, at some point in the year 1491, Ezio is contacted by Antonio, the leader of the Venetian assassins. He informs him that the assassin members in Spain have been captured by the Templars and are being held by Tomás de Torquemada, the leader of the Spanish Inquisition. After arriving in Barcelona, Ezio infiltrates the Inquisition's prisons and successfully rescues several assassins, while learning that they are using this Inquisition as a cover to exterminate the assassins and secure Spain as a stronghold. His investigation leads him to Christopher Columbus, who is unknowingly involved in a Templar plot related to his upcoming voyage to the New World, and that Rodrigo Borgia wants to manipulate Columbus's expedition to secure control over the New World that he discovers. Eventually, Ezio puts an end to his scheme, but as he's about to assassinate Torquemada, he escapes, leaving him room for another AC project, which we will talk about sooner. Before leaving, he also protects Columbus's fleet by preventing it from being hijacked by the Templars. With his mission complete, he departs Spain knowing that the Assassin-Templar conflict will continue in the New World.
The New World. There was a movie?
Taking place a year after.
Okay, I need to go to the bathroom again! This is what you get, dude, for making me drink water. I'm back. Let's continue.
In 1492, after Ezio left Spain, the Spanish Inquisition is still under effect, with Torquemada again using the Inquisition to eliminate assassin opposition. To increase the Templars' control, they kidnap Prince Ahmed de Granada, and if the prince remains in Templar hands, Spain will fall under total Templar control.
Also, I'm 100% sure that Enzo, because Cassandra had a boy, but like, it was either that kid or like multiple generations afterwards was, he said in the beginning, became a great assassin.
The Spanish Brotherhood sends their most trained and agile assassins, with our main character being Aguilar de Nirja and his partner Maria. They launch a surprise ambush of the Templar convoy, but are outnumbered and forced to flee. Despite their failure, they attempt a second rescue mission, this time infiltrating an Inquisition stronghold where Prince Ahmed is being held. They eliminate several guards before being captured by Torquemada's forces. Because since they're captured, the Templars sentence Aguilar and Maria to be burned at the stake in a public execution. Fortunately enough, Aguilar breaks free using a hidden blade, killing several guards and freeing Maria. But since they're outnumbered, Maria sacrifices herself, allowing Aguilar to escape with the prince and return him to his father. After successfully completing the mission, the prince's father gives Aguilar a crucial secret. The Apple of Eden is in Templar hands and must be recovered. Aguilar tracks the apple and assassinates some high-ranking Templars, and successfully recovering it. A wounded Aguilar after his fight entrusts the apple to Christopher Columbus, who promises to take it to his grave. After that, Aguilar vanishes into history, leaving behind only his lineage.
Oh, Assassin's Creed 2.
After his adventures in Spain, Ezio finally comes back to Italy at some point during 1492. By this time, Rodrigo Borgia has become Pope Alexander VI of Italy, and Ezio spends the next 7 years collecting all the codex pages and assassin seals. By 1499, he has collected all the codex pages and unlocked the armor of Altair. After analyzing all the codex pages, he uncovers the location of an Isu temple beneath the Vatican City, the same city where Rodrigo Borgia is in. He calls all of his allies and begins a final push to Rome, where he kills every person that comes in his way and finally faces off against Rodrigo. Ezio fights and defeats him, but just before landing the final blow, he realizes that killing him won't bring his family back, so he spares him. Since Rodrigo is defeated, Ezio takes the staff and opens the vault beneath the city. Entering it, he sees a message of Minerva, who warns Ezio but refers to him as Desmond, and also tells her about the history of Isu, humans, and the Great Catastrophe, warning him that another catastrophe will soon happen in the future. Ezio, not knowing a thing about Isu or humans, still decides to listen to her conversation anyway.
Our words are not brotherhood!
Our story picks off exactly where we left it in Assassin's Creed 2. After getting the message, Ezio is being accompanied by his uncle Mario, and both leave for Monteriggioni. Before escaping Rome, Mario gives the apple to Ezio, leaving the artifact's fate on his hands. After coming back, he told all of his assassin allies that he spared Rodrigo. Hearing this, Machiavelli, the mentor of the Italian Brotherhood, gets infuriated, and decides to kill Rodrigo himself, leaving Monteriggioni. Ezio, on the other hand, plans to retire and leave the fight against the Templars behind. While he is making out, the Templar Cesare Borgia, son of Rodrigo, launches a surprise attack on Monteriggioni, destroying his villa and killing his uncle Mario Auditore, leaving Ezio badly wounded. Fortunately enough, he escapes with his family to Rome, while the Borgia seize the Apple of Eden and strengthen their rule. Ezio finally arrives in Rome after being badly injured with the help of Machiavelli. Rome is now under the oppressive rule of Cesare Borgia, whose forces control the city through fear and corruption. With the help of Machiavelli, Claudia, and Leonardo da Vinci, Ezio rebuilds the Assassin Brotherhood, recruiting new members and training them, while also dismantling Borgia's influence by destroying their war machines, assassinating high-ranking Borgia officials, and by sabotaging Cesare's military power by crippling his funding and resources. Cesare, on the other hand, begins losing power, and his father, Rodrigo, poisons him in an attempt to take back control. However, Cesare knows about this and kills Rodrigo before he dies, proving that he no longer needs his father. Meanwhile, Ezio, after rebuilding the Brotherhood, has been given the rank of mentor by Machiavelli, who is impressed by his actions. Now, in a final attempt to attack Cesare, a race against time ensues and Ezio recovers the Apple of Eden before Cesare from the Vatican and uses it to defeat Cesare's army, ultimately leading to his capture. Cesare is imprisoned but later escapes and gathers an army in Spain. In 1507, Ezio finally tracks Cesare to Spain. The two fight a climactic army in Spain. In 1507, Ezio,
because it's Italian. I've been adding an Ezio. Okay.
Finally tracks Cesare to Spain. The two fight a climactic battle with Cesare refusing to believe he can be defeated. Respecting his wishes, Ezio leaves him at the hands of fate and throws him off the walls, where he falls to his death, ultimately ending the Borgia threat. With his mission complete, Ezio hides the Apple of Eden beneath the Colosseum in Rome to ensure that it doesn't fall into the wrong hands, and leaves clues inside Monteriggioni for the future assassins to uncover, and continues fulfilling his duties as the mentor of the Assassin Brotherhood.
Revelations.
Set 4 years after the events of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood in the year 1511, we follow a 52-year-old Ezio searching for the secrets of the assassins in Masia.
How old?
Set 4 years after the events of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood in the year 1511, we follow a 52-year-old Ezio searching for the secrets of the assassins in Masia, Altair's old fortress. Upon reaching Masyaf, he learns that it has been taken over by Templars, and that they are also searching for Altair's hidden library. After reaching the library, Ezio learns that it is locked by 5 special keys scattered across Constantinople, hidden by Niccolo Polo, the same person who Altair interacted with before his death. Ezio travels to Constantinople, controlled by the Ottoman Empire, and meets the master assassin Yusuf Tazim, who gives him a bit of insight about the city, and also meets a young Italian woman by the name of Sofia Sartor. She runs a bookshop in the middle of the city, and Ezio is pretty much attracted towards her. During his time in Constantinople, he discovers that the Templars there, led by Manuel Paleologos, are also searching for the keys, while also assisting the Ottoman Prince Suleiman in uncovering a political conspiracy against his family, but also being loyal to his main objective. During his search for the keys, it is revealed that Niccolo Polo hid 5 books across Constantinople, and those books had the locations of the Masyaf keys. After uncovering each and every book, he used to give it to Sophia for further decryption, while also getting close to her in the process.
Does he not have a wife?
After getting the first key, Ezio realizes that these are not just keys but memory discs, and they consist of some of the most important memories of Altair, which we already discussed in the Altair section of the video. Now, only one key remains. Ezio tracks it to a Byzantine stronghold, where he also finds Manuel Paleologos. Thus, Ezio assassinates him and recovers the final key. During this event, he causes the murder of many innocent civilians, which forces him to rethink his life. Ezio returns back to Constantinople but finds Yusuf dead and Sophia getting captured, ultimately revealing that the prince's uncle is secretly leading the Templars, seeking the power of Altair's knowledge. He forces Ezio to give him the keys while keeping Sophia as leverage. Ezio fortunately saves Sophia and chases Ahmed through the mountains. During their chase, the Sultan finally arrives and kills Ahmed, while thanking Ezio for his service, and also banning him permanently from entering Constantinople. Once the problem has been
Thank you for your service. You cannot enter our city, though. You've caused too
dealt
much
with,
death.
Ezio and Sophia travel to Masia, where Ezio finally unlocks Altair's library and also tells about his secret life to her. Inside, he finds Altair's remains and the Apple of Eden, and no wisdom whatsoever. Instead of recovering the apple, he leaves it there, and also retires as the mentor of the Assassin Brotherhood, hence living a simplistic life.
Embers.
Ezio's final years are shown in a movie called Assassin's Creed Embers. Set in 1524, 12 years after the events of Assassin's Creed Revelations, follows the story of a decrepit Ezio who is living his life as a husband and a father. He has left behind the life of an assassin long ago and focuses on his family, farming, and writing.
Oh, that's cute.
However, despite his retirement, he still feels the weight of his past and suffers from health problems, likely due to old age and stress from years of war. One day he meets an unexpected visitor, Xiao Jun, a young Chinese assassin from the Chinese Brotherhood. She seeks Ezio's wisdom, believing he can help her save her own brotherhood, which is being hunted by the Ming Dynasty's Templars. Though initially refusing, he still allows her to stay, offering her guidance and advice. She thanks Ezio for his help, and before leaving, he gives her a box. Remember it because it'll be of great importance in the future. The next day, Ezio visits Florence for a peaceful outing. While sitting on a bench, he realizes that his time has come, and with a final deep breath, he lets go, passing away peacefully in the streets of Florence.
China!
After getting her wisdom from Ezio, Xiao Jun returns to China alone in the year 1526, determined to avenge her fallen comrades and restore the Assassin Order. Her main goal is to eliminate the 8 Tigers, the Templar leaders responsible for the massacre of the Assassins. During her mission, she infiltrates Ming Dynasty's strongholds, assassinating key Templar officials while also rescuing captured assassins and allies who still remain loyal to the cause, while also reuniting with her mentor, Wang Yangming. After systematically hunting down the 8 tigers, Xiao Jun finally confronts Yang Yong. A fierce battle ensues, with Zhang Yong wielding the Sword of Eden. Using her agility, she defeats him and reclaims the Sword of Eden, and hides it to keep it out of Templar hands while also rebuilding the Chinese Brotherhood from the ground up.
Shadows. And this is the most recent one. So, it's very small. Because I don't think he had time. He wanted to post this. But this is the newest game.
We're finally into Assassin's Creed Shadows, but to avoid spoilers, I won't be going into detail.
So he did it for spoiler reasons. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to watch it.
But just for the sake of this video, and to invigorate interest, I will give you a brief overview. Set in the year 1562, we follow the story of our 2 protagonists, Naoe and Yasuke, with Yasuke being brought to Japan as a slave to Oda Nobunaga, one of Japan's most powerful warlords. His strength, intelligence, and combat skills impressed him so much that he gave him a home, katana, a samurai status, and a name, Yasuke. He fought in many battles alongside him, with one of his battles being in the Iga province, the hometown of Fujibayashi Naoe, the daughter of Fujibayashi Nagato. Despite their paths being different, at some point they make peace and work together to take down an even larger threat. And that's all you need to know, folks, because the rest of the story will be discovered by you when you play the game.
I like that though, that's nice. Black Flag, pirate
1.5 centuries later, we follow the story of Edward Kenway, a Welsh privateer turned pirate who dreams of wealth and glory, because of which he left his wife after a few years of marriage. In 1715, his ship is attacked by an assassin named Duncan Walpole, who is secretly working with the Templars, double-crossing the assassins. During the battle, the ship crashes, leaving Edward and Duncan stranded on an island. Edward succeeds in killing Walpole and steals his identity, while also finding a letter delivered to him by the Templar Grand Master Laureano Torres, where he mentions a reward for Duncan for trading the assassin's secrets, and also asks him to come in Havana. With the hopes of high profit, Edward delivers Walpole's message to the Templars, where he learns of a powerful first civilization artifact called the Observatory, a device capable of tracking anyone in the world by using their blood, making it a weapon of ultimate surveillance. But the Templars want it for themselves. During this time, the Templars, believing Edward is Duncan, induct him into their order. And to learn the location of the observatory, they need to find a person known as the Sage. Wait a minute, before continuing the video, let me tell you what a Sage is. If you remember, in the beginning of the video, I told you about Juno's immortality project, which she used to reincarnate her husband in the future generations. So that experiment was a success, leading Juno's husband Aita to be born once in every 100 years, with memories of his past Isu life. And every reincarnation of Aita is known as the Sage. This is why the Sage is important to both the Templars and Assassins. Continuing the storyline, Edward kills a lot of assassins in Havana and successfully captures the Sage for the Templars. But with time, he gets consumed more and more with greed, ultimately trying to capture the Sage for himself, but gets caught by the Templars and sent on a slave ship, where he and another slave, named Adewale, escape together while also stealing a Spanish brig, later naming it the Jackdaw. Now, with his own ship, Edward teams up with his pirate friends, mainly being Blackbeard, James Kidd, and Benjamin Hornigold, learning the ropes of piracy while also looking for the observatory. His search leads him to the assassin base in Tulum, where he looking for the observatory. His search leads him
This is like Mayan Aztecs, so they're in the new world.
To the assassin base in Tulum, where he incapacitates a lot of assassins while ultimately being confronted by their mentor Ahtabai, who is very angry after what Edward did to the other assassins in Havana. Still, he is blinded by greed nonetheless. His search leads him right to the Sage in the year 1719, meeting him in Principe, where both of them work together to escape, and Roberts reveals his knowledge of the observatory, gaining Edward's
Bartholomew Roberts. This is an actual pirate.
He finally gives Edward the location of the observatory and meets him there. Once inside, he betrays Edward by shooting him, taking the power of the observatory for himself. After this betrayal, he is caught up in prison but is saved by the assassins. This becomes a turning point for Edward as he realizes that everything that he has done so far has brought him guilt, misery, and death. So he aligns himself with the assassins, putting an end to the Templars and the Sage, fixing everything that he has done so far. In the end, it is revealed that Edward's wife is dead and that his daughter is coming to meet him. At that moment, Edward finally abandons piracy and returns to England, working with the Assassin Brotherhood. After
that's
some
cool.
time, he marries another woman and has another child named Hayden, named after Basim's apprentice. Edward trains him to become an assassin, but before he knows anything about the Assassins and Templars, Edward is killed by the Templar Reginald Birch, where they manipulate him into joining the Templar Order from a very young age.
Oh, that sucks. Black flag, freedom cry.
After Edward's departure, his quartermaster, the same slave who saved Edward, Adewale, joins the Caribbean Brotherhood of Assassins. Set in the year 1738, the story follows Adewale as he brings an end to slavery in the Caribbean, while also discovering the remains of Edward's ship, the Jackdaw. But since this DLC has nothing to do with the mainline story, so we'll leave it here. 2 years after the events of Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, Atabai, the same assassin who met Edward, sent one of his last students to the 13 American colonies, so that he could establish a brotherhood there. That assassin's name was Achilles Davenport. He went to America and established the Assassin Brotherhood there, while establishing a homestead and recruiting some new members for his cause, including Shay Patrick Cormac, which will prove to be his biggest mistake, but we will talk about that later.
Assassin's Creed 3.
As Achilles built his brotherhood in America, in England, Haytham Kenway is now fully grown up and a member of the Templar Order. He was sent on a mission in the Royal Opera House in London, where his task was to steal a key from an assassin named Miko, which supposedly unlocks a powerful First Civilization secret. During the course of the opera, he sneaks and kills Miko, stealing the key. After delivering it back to the Templars, they know his skills and send him to America to form a new and fresh Templar order there while being their Grand Master. He agrees and forms a new order there, inducting many people in their cause including Charles Lee, Benjamin Church, William Johnson, and Thomas Hickey respectively. While in America, he frees some Native American prisoners to gain their trust, ultimately finding Zio, a Native American woman belonging to the Kenyan Kehaka tribe. Remember the name? Yep, the same tribe from AC Valhalla. Since her people are tasked with guarding the temple, Haytham knows that she has a location of it, so he helps him fight the Redcoats and ultimately gains her trust. She leads him right to the temple, but it opens with the First Civilization artifact. Haytham doesn't have it at the moment, so he leaves his search there. But since after working for so long with Zio, he falls in love with her, ultimately conceiving a child without him knowing. During his time in the American colonies, Haytham learned a disturbing secret, that Reginald Birch, his mentor, is the person responsible for his father's death. And not only that, in order to solidify his control over Haytham, he sold his sister Jennifer Scott into slavery. This revelation shattered his trust in Birch and made him question everything his mentor had taught him. Determined to stop Birch, Haytham ambushed him at his London residence. The two engaged in a fierce fight with Birch desperately trying to defend himself. However, Haytham proved to be the superior combatant, fatally stabbing him. Before dying, Birch attempted to justify his actions, but Haytham dismissed his words. With his mentor dead, Haytham assumed the role of Grand Master reshaping the Order's influence in the American colonies as well.
Rogue.
Moving back to the colonial assassins, Achilles' brotherhood is now very well organized, with Adewale guiding him and some other new recruits joining the brotherhood. Now the story of Shay Cormac begins. Shay, being a new recruit, is constantly under training. And at this point of time, the assassins are looking for the precursor box, the same box which Ezio gave to Xiao Jun, and it somehow found its way in the hands of the Templars. For that purpose, Achilles sends Shay to recover it. He successfully recovers the box from the Templars, and with the help of Benjamin Franklin, opens it, revealing the location of some Isu sites. Giving the locations back to Achilles, he sends Shay to collect one of the Isu artifacts from the map provided by the precursor box, that location being Lisbon. Shay reaches Lisbon and tries
Hello, we're going to Portugal.
to recover the artifact without knowing that it wasn't an artifact but a Isu stabilizing site. After touching it, a great earthquake occurs, leaving hundreds and thousands of people dead. Shay directly blames Achilles for this and tries to confront him. Instead of admitting his mistake, he tries to blame Shay for it. In order to prevent Achilles from causing any more harm, he steals the artifact and tries to run, but is shot by the assassins and presumed dead, but is saved by the Templars. They nurse him back to health without telling him their true nature. They help Shay preventing assassins from causing any more harm. And as time goes by, Shay learns that the people that he is working with are actually Templars, so he aligns himself with them, and officially gets inducted into the Templar Order of the Colonial Rite. He spends the rest of his time hunting assassins and preventing them from causing any more harm. During his journey, he's also joined by Haytham, who just returned to America after killing Reginald Birch. With Hayden by his side, he finally finds and confronts Achilles, who is now searching for another Isu site. At that moment, he realizes that Shay was correct all along, but now it's too late. Because of Achilles, another earthquake happens. A great battle ensues between Achilles and Hayden, with Hayden being the victor, but as he's about to kill him, Shay intervenes by telling him that he should be left alone for the sorrow that he has brought upon all mankind, because of which Hayden cripples him forever, as a reminder for what he has done. Now officially the Colonial Brotherhood of Assassins is dead, with only one member left surviving. Even after this, they still have a lot of work to do, because the precursor box that they were searching for is still missing, and Shay and Hayden spend their next years searching for it.
Assassin's Creed 3 now.
While the Templars were busy hunting the assassins and taking over America, a young boy in the Kenyan Kahaka tribe is born and is given the name Radanagedun. And yes, he is the son of Hayden. In a very young age, he witnesses the death of his mother by the hands of the Templar Charles Lee. He remembers his name and wants to kill him for what he has done. As he grows up, he learns about the responsibility of his clan, and that they have a piece of Eden to protect, which they call the Orb. Their clan mother gives him the Orb, and he experiences a vision, where Juno tells him that if he doesn't act, then the Templars will take over his village, resulting in death and destruction. So, in order to prevent it, he has to seek the assassins. Radanagedun reaches Achilles' homestead, and asks him to train him. A guilt-ridden and old Achilles declines, but after seeing the potential in him, he agrees. He trains him under his command and gives him a new name, Connor, a name which once belonged to his son, and teaches him about all the history of the Assassins and Templars, including his father. A fully trained Connor now begins his quest, by killing all the major members of the Templar Order one by one. During his journey, his father also meets him.
I like the blue. I like Connor's
and tries to convince him into joining the Templars. Connor disagrees because he values freedom more than control. This whole sequence of Connor and Hayden is so well written that I consider it one of the best in the franchise. Anyways, during his quest, Connor also meets a New Orleans assassin, Eveline the Grand Prix, who is searching for a Templar target known as the Company Man. Connor helps Eveline infiltrate a Templar-controlled area to gather intelligence. They both work together gathering intel about the Templar target.
Really like
After
Connor's
their meeting,
outfit.
Eveline returns to Louisiana,
Hers is also very pretty.
continuing her mission to assassinate him. Before leaving, Connor gives her a new perspective on freedom and revolution, reinforcing her commitment to the assassin cause.
Aww,
After helping
that's
Eveline,
cool.
Connor continues
Hell
his
yeah.
mission, where he also works with his father to take down common targets. But because of their different beliefs, they leave each other at some point. And in 1781 at Fort George, they both meet each other again, but in the battlefield, with Connor being the victor and killing his father. With Hayden gone, the Templar Order is pretty much weakened in the colonies, and Charles Lee being the leader now, is now the only target left for Connor to hunt. Connor finds Lee and chases him for 3 days while being injured, with both of them resting in a tavern sharing a drink, and Connor putting his blade through his chest, taking the key of the Grand Temple which Hayden had. When he returns back to his homestead, he finds Achilles dead as well. Going back to his tribe, he learns that his tribe has left the area, leaving Connor all alone in the wilderness. Still, he buries the key behind the homestead, and rebuilds the Colonial Brotherhood again. While Connor was busy hunting Templars, Shay was on his last mission. Contrary to America, the Templars and Assassins in France are on a truce, and they pretty much live peacefully. Shay kills Charles Dorian, recovers the box, and then vanishes into history, leaving behind his son Arno witnessing his father's death.
Dang. Unity.
After his father's assassination, the Templar Grand Master Francois de la Serre adopts Arno Dorian. He grows up alongside Elise, de la Serre's daughter, with both of them developing a romantic relationship with each other.
Crazy.
But Arno doesn't know about the whole Assassin-Templar conflict. In 1789, Arno's adoptive father, Francois de la Serre, is assassinated in the Palace of Versailles. But because there was nobody else with him at the time, the people responsible for his death blame Arno for the murder, and throw him into the Bastille prison, where he meets Pierre Belec, a senior assassin. During his time in prison, Belec trains Arno while also educating him about the assassin and Templars. After a few months, because of the French Revolution, the prison is being stormed, making way for the pair to escape. Arno tracks Belec after escaping the prison and gets recruited into the Assassin Brotherhood, and vows to uncover the person who killed Francois de la Serre and takes on the assassin cause, which is a pretty bad move considering the fact that he completely forgot about his father, and instead of giving us a cool storyline, they gave us this. And this is one of the main reasons why I dislike Unity. But for the video's sake, let's continue the story. During his search, Arno also meets Elise and they both track down the killers. Belek gets wind of this and does not approve of assassins working with Templars. Since most of the assassins had no issue with this except Belek, he took the opportunity and poisoned the current mentor of the French Brotherhood. Arno, after a bit of research, found out that Belek was behind this. Arno tries to talk sense into his mentor, but he isn't willing to listen, leaving Arno no choice but to kill him.
No,
After this, during a period of 3 years, he successfully assassinates several high-ranking members of the Templar Order, leaving only one target behind, Francois Thomas Germain, and he also turns out to be a sage. Arno finally tracks down Germain with the help of Elise, in the same temple where the Templars buried the Sword of Eden. During the fight, Elise rushes to kill Germain herself, but he fatally wounds her, resulting in Elise dying in Arno's arms, leaving him heartbroken. A rage-fueled Arno kills Germain but loses everything in the process. But his work is not yet done. After killing Germain, he takes his skeleton remains and puts it into the catacombs, blending it with thousands and thousands of bones and skulls, ensuring that his DNA is never to be found again. Sometime after Elise's death, Arno, now disillusioned with the Brotherhood and tired of war, travels to Saint Denis to take a job from Marquis de Sade in exchange for a safe passage out of France. He offers him a deal to retrieve a manuscript hidden in the tomb of King Louis IX beneath the Basilica of Saint Denis. During his search, he encounters raiders led by Philippe Rose, who are also exploring the crypt seeking a powerful relic rumored to be in a subterranean temple. During the search, Arno learns that a young boy by the name of Leon possesses the manuscript. After rescuing the boy, Arno learns that Napoleon Bonaparte is orchestrating the excavation, aiming to harness the relic's power for his ambitions. This leads to him changing his mission to prevent the relic from falling into the wrong hands. Arno infiltrates the temple, and inside he confronts and defeats Rose, securing the Isu artifact, which was another Apple of Eden, choosing to protect it from falling into the wrong hands.
How many Apple of Edens are there? This is like the 5th one.
He decides to send it to the mentor of the Egyptian Brotherhood in Cairo for safekeeping.
Oh, okay.
After his mission complete, he departs Saint Denis with a new purpose.
Oh, India. I
Set
love how
in
worldwide
1841,
it
during the
is.
height of the British
Unironically.
colonial rule in India,
I think
the
that's
game
really
follows
cool.
Arbaz Mir, a skilled assassin of the Indian Brotherhood. His mission is to recover a piece of Eden known as the Kohinoor Diamond, a precursor artifact that has fallen into the hands of the Templars led by Major William Sleeman and Colonel Cotton, with the Templars working with the Sikh Empire to seek control. Arbaz's goal is to steal it before it can be used for harmful purposes. So, he infiltrates Maharaja Ranjit Singh's palace where the artifact is being kept, and discovers that the artifact is being studied and weaponized. He successfully steals it but is forced to flee as the Templars are now hunting him down. As British forces and the Templars tighten their grip on India, Arbaz learns that his mentor Hamid has been captured. Determined to free him and recover the Kohinoor Diamond, Arbaz infiltrates Templar strongholds, fighting his way through enemy-controlled territory, where he takes down some of the major Templars. After successfully saving his mentor and recovering the Kohinoor Diamond, he entrusts it to Ethan Fry, a British assassin and the father of Jacob and Evie Fry, which we will talk about in a bit.
Okay, Syndicate.
20 years after the events of Assassin's Creed Chronicles India, set in the year 1868, we learn that London is under the control of Templars led by Grand Master Crawford Starrick, who has infiltrated every aspect of the city including industry, politics, crime, and even monarchy. And after Miko's and Edward's death, the Assassin Brotherhood in London is nearly extinct, leaving the city entirely under Templar rule. We now meet the Fry twins, Jacob and Evie Fry. They're the children of Ethan Fry, the assassin that we mentioned earlier. Tired of their usual missions, they rebel and reach London, where they meet Jayadeep Mir, who goes by the alias of Henry Green, and he's also the son of Arbaz Mir from Assassin's Creed Chronicles India. The twins arrive in London and start dismantling Starrick's network of controlling by forming their own gang, the Rooks, to oppose the Templar-controlled Blighters, while also meeting several key historical figures from history, including Alexander Graham Bell, Charles Dickens, and Charles Darwin. Jacob's focus is on dismantling Starrick's operation by eliminating key Templar associates, where Evie is on a quest of her own to locate a piece of Eden known as the Shroud, a powerful artifact believed to grant immortality. Her investigation leads her to uncover secrets hidden beneath Edward Kenway's mansion, who during his later years uncovered a lot of Isu artifacts and delivered them to the Brotherhood. She ultimately learns the Shroud is hidden beneath Buckingham Palace. Despite differences in their tactics, both of them reconcile upon learning that Starrick plans to steal the Shroud to solidify his control over London, becoming invincible. In a climactic battle, the Fry twins, with assistance from their allies, manage to assassinate Starrick and secure the Shroud, preventing it from falling into Templar hands. In recognition of their efforts, Queen Victoria knights Jacob and Evie, and the game concludes with Jacob and Evie successfully liberating London from the hands of Templars, while also telling us that Henry Green proposes to Evie Fry to marry her, leading her to leave London and move to India with him. In 1888, 20 years after the main events of Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Jacob Fry is now leading the Assassin Brotherhood in London and investigate the brutal murders attributed to Jack the Ripper. During his investigation, he encounters the Ripper who overpowers and captures him. Learning of Jacob's disappearance, Evie Fry returns from India. Collaborating with Inspector Frederick Aberline, she aims to stop the Ripper's terror and rescue her brother. Evie eventually discovers that Jack the Ripper is actually Jack, a former assassin trained by Jacob. And because his mother was brutally murdered by the Templars, leading to his confinement in the Lambeth Asylum, Jack developed a twisted interpretation of Assassin's Creed, leading him to target both the assassins and civilians. During her final confrontation with Jack, Evie tracks him to Lambeth Asylum, where she fights and kills him, rescuing a severely injured Jacob from captivity. Despite knowing the Ripper's identity, Inspector Aberline conceals it to maintain the Brotherhood's secrecy.
Dang. Russia.
In 1918, amidst the chaos of the Russian Revolution, assassin Nikolai Orlov plans to flee Russia with his family. But before leaving, he's given one last mission: to retrieve a precursor artifact from the imprisoned Tsar Nicholas II's family. He infiltrates the Tsar's residence and witnesses the brutal execution of the royal family by Bolsheviks. Surprisingly, he finds that the youngest daughter of Tsar, Anastasia, has mysteriously survived and is somehow linked to the artifact, granting her assassin-like abilities. Despite her being the target of both Templars and the Bolsheviks, Nikolai chooses to protect her. They both escape to Kazan, where he seeks aid from his old friend Leon Trotsky, only to be betrayed as he sides himself with the Templars, believing Anastasia is a danger. Nikolai gets captured and tortured, but later rescued by Anastasia, and they flee to Moscow, where the assassins plan to experiment on her to remove the artifact's influence. But doing so will risk her life. Nikolai, now conflicted, betrays his own brotherhood to save Anastasia. He helps her escape and gives her a new identity as Anna Anderson, allowing her to disappear into history while he walks away from the Assassin Brotherhood forever.
Desmond Miles.
We finally now move to the 21st century. At this point of time, both the Assassins and Templars are very much secret.
Oh no, early 2000s. 2000.
Operating under major organizations.
Wait, does this how? 2015, 2020. Dang, into COVID. Before we go there, I need to go pee again. I drank so much water. You can't blame a guy. We're coming upon what is the end of Assassin's Creed.
Without revealing who they are, with the Templars now operating under the alias Abstergo Industries. At some point during the mid-20th century, under the provision of Dr. Warren Vidic, Abstergo created a device known as the Animus, which granted its user the ability to relive his ancestral memories. And to perfect it, they used several test subjects, with much of them dying in the process. By the year 2000, the Animus project was near perfected. The assassins got the wind of this project, and using their sleeper agents in Abstergo, delivered the blueprints to the Brotherhood to make their own version. Sometime later, Abstergo captured Daniel Cross as a test subject. He was used to relive the memories of his ancestor Nikolai Orlov, the same assassins from AC Chronicles. However, unlike other users, he experienced the bleeding effect in an extreme way. Pausing the video here, let me tell you what a bleeding effect is. If the user stays in the Animus for too long, the memories of his ancestor begins to overlap with his current present memories, taking away the ability to distinguish between past and present. But it was all Abstergo's plan. They brainwashed him, turning him into a sleeper agent programmed to track down and destroy the Assassin Brotherhood from within. Daniel infiltrated the assassins, rising through their ranks until he found the Mentor, the leader of the entire modern Assassin Brotherhood. Then without any hesitation, he killed him. This exposed the assassin leadership to the Templars, leading to the Great Purge, the biggest event in the AC lore, leading to 90% of the assassins in the world exterminated, with the remaining being forced into hiding. After completing the mission, the Templars gained full power and control, with Daniel embracing the Templars, becoming a high-ranking agent and enforcer for Abstergo. After the Mentor's death, William Miles, another assassin, took over his place to rebuild the assassins. He had a son named Desmond, who lived in the assassin compound known as the Farm. But at the age of 16, he ran away and ended up living as a bartender, where he also conceived a child without knowing. We'll get to that later. Until Abstergo kidnapped him in 2012, where he met their scientists Warren Vidic and Lucy Stillman. They forced him into the Animus to relive his ancestor Altair ibn La'ahad's memories. Initially, he did not know his captors were Templars, but over the course of time he knew what their actual plans were, and that he was being used to discover the location of the Piece of Eden. After finishing his work, Abstergo planned to kill him, but he was saved by Lucy Stillman, who revealed herself to be a double agent working for the assassins. He rescued her and brought him to the assassin compound somewhere in the city, where he met two other assassins named Sean Hastings and Rebecca Crane. They both introduced him to their own version of the Animus, known as the Animus 2.0, where their plan is to train Desmond using the Animus bleeding effect, by making him relive Ezio's memories, who was also Desmond's ancestor. Once his training was done, he knew from the first civilization warnings that another solar flare is coming, and it also answered a question to why Minerva referred to Ezio as Desmond. So now their mission is to prevent the end of the world. But since the Templars knew of their location, Desmond and the crew traveled to Monteriggioni, a more safer place for work. There they discovered that Ezio hid the apple beneath the Colosseum. They follow his hints and get the apple, but after getting the apple, it controls Desmond, forcing him to stab Lucy, killing her. And Desmond gets transported to the Animus Black Room, where he meets Clay Kazmarek, another one of Abstergo's test subjects. He revealed that because of the hard drive that Lucy stole from Abstergo, his consciousness traveled to this Animus as well. He tells Desmond in order to escape from this state, he has to relive the last memories of his ancestors. After reliving the last memories, Clay sacrifices himself and saves Desmond. Now also being joined by their mentor, William Miles, they all reach the Grand Temple, where now they have to relive another one of his ancestors' memories, Connor Kenway. While he was in the Animus, William gets captured by Abstergo and Vidic. Desmond infiltrates Abstergo.
I love how this is like a modern version of it.
Apple and kills both Vidic and Daniel Cross, hence putting an end to their tyranny. After coming back, he finishes his memories and finds the location of the key. Now to activate the artifact there, the key has to be put inside it. Before doing anything, he's given two options by Juno and Minerva. That if he lets things happen the way they are supposed to happen, humanity will rebuild itself with Desmond as their leader. Where the other scenario being that Desmond activates the artifact and setting Juno free, a powerful and evil Isu. He chooses the second option, where he sacrifices himself and frees Juno. After Desmond's death, Abstergo scientists recover his body from the temple, where they extract his DNA and gives it to the Abstergo Entertainment branch to use it in the pop culture to create movies and other stuff. Now we take control of an unnamed initiate who's given the task to relive the memories of Edward Kenway for the movie Devils of the Caribbean. During this task, he also meets the company's CEO, Olivier Garneau. He tells us how important this project is to him and that he has to finish it one way or another, before leaving for a meeting in Chicago, from which he never comes back. During this, we get influenced by another person named John Standish. He helps us hack Abstergo's files, revealing that they still experiment with the first civilization technology and that they want to create a cloud consciousness using genetic memories, meaning reviving ancient minds. While hacking one of the computers, it is revealed that Olivier was not killed by any assassin, but in Chicago he was killed by an unnamed vigilante who goes by the name The Fox. Does it ring any bell? Well, it's the same guy from Watch Dogs, connecting both the Assassin's Creed and the Watch Dogs.
That's crazy. Wait, that's crazy. Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed are technically in the same universe. Now I'm gonna have to watch some Watch Dogs stuff. That's actually kind of cool. Wait, are they made? Who created Watch Dogs? Ubisoft. Oh yeah, and you're the ones behind, the designers. But the main company is Ubisoft. I think that's cool. I like that. That's cool.
Universe.
That's
Moving
cool.
on, after we completely relive some of Edward's best memories, the identity of John Standish is revealed. He is another sage, and his plan was to transfer his wife Juno's consciousness into ourselves.
Dang.
But the process fails and Abstergo kills him, where they also take his DNA for experimentation. After some months, we take control of another unknown initiate, and he is given the task to research the memories of Shay Cormac, a rogue assassin. They're interested in his memories because he hunted down and killed the assassins, which could provide Abstergo with leads on their hidden assassin bases throughout the world, while also fixing some of the hacked computers by our previous employee. After reliving Shay's memories and discovering about the hidden Templar and Assassin Order, we meet Juhani Atso-Berg, a high-ranking Templar who gives our initiate a choice to either join him or die. As expected, he accepts his offer and joins the Templars. A few years after this, we now take control of another anonymous initiate, and we are given a mission by the assassin named Bishop, who tells us that Abstergo is using the Phoenix Project, which aims to synthesize first civilization DNA to create a perfect Templar-controlled world, and that the assassin needs him to find a body of a sage before Abstergo does. So we delve into Arno Dorian's memory to locate the sage's remains, preventing Abstergo from using it for their experiments. After successfully completing this, in 2015, we further collaborate with the modern-day Assassin Brotherhood. Now being joined by Rebecca Crane and Sean Hastings, our task is to explore the memories of Jacob and Evie Fry to discover the location of the Shroud of Eden. The Templars, led by Atso-Berg and Isabelle Ardant, are actively seeking the Shroud to further their control over humanity. They locate the Abstergo facility where the Shroud is being held, resulting in the death of Isabelle and the assassins securing the Shroud. But it is also revealed that since Juno is now free, she's planning to revive herself, which is a looming threat. Where another cult by the name of the Instruments of the First Will plans to revive her, while also revealing that the cult took Desmond's son after he was born, because he had a high percentage of Isu DNA in him, making him practically an Isu-human hybrid, and also the fact that the cult worships Isu and their artifacts.
Jesus, Layla Hansen.
While the assassins were fighting the Templars, on the other hand, in Abstergo, a researcher by the name of Layla Hassan was working on a portable Animus prototype that allowed her to access any genetic memory without needing a blood sample. Abstergo initially did not take any interest in this project, so she made it on her own. In 2017, she sent to Egypt to investigate an ancient site, where she found the mummy of Bayek of Siwa and his wife Aya. Instead of reporting back to Abstergo, she secretly used her portable Animus to explore Bayek's memories. Through these memories, she experiences the origins of the Assassin Brotherhood and their fight against the Templar Order. But since she went rogue, Abstergo is sending agents to kill her. There, she meets William Miles, who rescues her and offers her a place among the assassins. After being with the assassins, Layla discovers the broken spear of Leonidas. Layla uses the spear to relive the memories of Cassandra, where she learns the location of the lost city of Atlantis. She reaches the city and finds Cassandra alive because of the staff, but because of her role as a staff keeper, she gives the staff to Layla and dies. Meanwhile, as Layla is in Atlantis, the instruments of the first will, the cult that I mentioned before, starts resurrecting Juno. With Elijah being raised by the cult, they also use him to resurrect her, but he declines. But before she could be resurrected, the assassins and Templars work together to take her down, ultimately killing her. Coming back to Layla, since she now wields the staff, her mind begins corrupting, making her more violent and reckless. Looking at this behavior, Layla's friend tries to take the staff from her, but in anger, she unknowingly kills her. 2 years pass. The Earth is now facing a magnetic field collapse, which could lead to massive global disasters. Layla now receives a mysterious message telling her to go to a specific location in America, where she finds the remains of a Viking named Eivor. She relives his memories and finds the location of the Yggdrasil temple in Norway. Layla reaches the temple, but in order to activate it, she has to attach herself with it. Because of the intense radiation down there, she takes the staff with her. She succeeds in attaching herself with the machine and finds herself in a new area known as the Grey, where she finds Basim, who reveals that he was the person who sent Layla the message to investigate Eivor's bones, so that he can free himself after being trapped there for centuries. With the machine now activated, Basim gets freed, and the whole plot is revealed. Before dying in the Great Catastrophe, Basim and Alethea orchestrated a complex plan to reunite and seek vengeance against Odin, and that she used Cassandra and Layla to free Basim. And since Basim is now free with the help of the staff, he revives himself, and telling the assassins a story that Layla sacrificed herself to save the world, and also demands to meet the assassin's current mentor, William Miles. Meanwhile, in the Grey, Layla encounters the transformed consciousness of Desmond Miles, now known as the Reader, where his job is to search different timelines to prevent a great catastrophe. And after seeing him, Layla also joins him in his purpose. Basim, on the other hand, gives his blood sample to William Miles so that using his memories they can train the current assassin brotherhood. Since he's now fully alive, he can now finally begin his mission, which is to revive Alethea to a physical form and also to locate his children while influencing and manipulating the Assassin-Templar conflict. So folks, this marks the end of this video. We've explored the deep and complex web of the Templar Assassin conflict.
So instead of making the next game,
spanning across centuries and shaping the fate of both past and present. And if you made it to this part of the video, then congratulations, you're one hell of an Assassin's Creed fan. Also, before you say anything in the section, I know I missed a few things, and the reason
crossover
that
stories.
I upload the video to be disrupted.
Oh, that's understandable.
About you guys, I will put a detailed explanation of everything that I missed in the pinned comment, so you can read it this video.
Okay.
And I hope this video served its purpose.
Let's watch this.
Which was to educate you guys about the Assassin's Creed lore, so that whenever you play any future game in the franchise, you get a deep understanding of the world, its conflicts, and its hidden truths. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe because it took a lot of time for me to make it.
Yeah, okay. So I'll make sure to... I like that. That was very good. So pinned comment. First of all, for the Valhalla, E87 instead of 73. Valhalla and Odyssey. Oh, they had a crossover. Eivor travels to Sky, where strange business and nightmare plague the people. He meets Cassandra, who's still alive due to the staff. Okay, understandable. Grants her mentality. The two warriors clash, but eventually join forces to stop a Hissen. After dealing with the threat, Cassandra warns about the dangers and continues her eternal dragon. Hidden One, a former mentor to Basim in England, crosses paths with Eivor of the Order's presence. Kill a member from Baghdad. She lives to Jerusalem. Siege of Paris. North Tulkai. Wrath. There's a lot of Valhalla. The cult. Ezo. Da Vinci. He's been kidnapped. I think this is kind of where it would take place here. Well, second clues. Yeah, so this is where, though, in reverse 1999, it would be Liberation, first female protag, fights against the Templar, and then modern day only movie, Callum Lynch death row taken by Azra to relive the memories of his ancestor to the Amulet. Sophia believes in genetic memory, while her father sees that a way to control humanity. Breaks free of the control and joins the modern day assassins and prepares to continue the fight against the Templars, killing Alan, taking a piece of Eden and disappearing into history. Okay. That was actually very cool and very interesting. So there was a lot to it technically. I am actually excited to watch the other one. It's kind of cool that Watch Dogs and they all kind of fit together. Um, but it is now 1:20 in the morning. I need to go to bed because I'm tired. So I'm just going to, you know what? Oh, I don't have this album saved. That's the issue. I will wish you all a good evening, good afternoon, good night as I head off to bed as I'm tired and eepy. But that was interesting. There's a lot to the lore, so I'm very curious on how the other like 2 hour one goes. But yeah, I'm leaving it here for now because like I said, I'm eepy. Um, I'm eepy. It's 1 in the morning, so I didn't finish yapping. I wish you all the best and good